What's going on? What is going on? I wasn't gonna go live. I wasn't gonna go live. I wasn't. I said I wasn't. Well, I said I was, but I said I wasn't. For some reason, my internet looks like it's slow. It's very unstable. It says. All right. Anyway, let's keep it going. I turn this shit down. This shit's very loud in my ears. I was watching this court case, and man, I thought it was very fascinating. Very fascinating. It was about a woman that filed bankruptcy multiple times. Crazy, huh? Not since the height of the pandemic. She filed these three court. She filed bankruptcy, right? And this goes to show you that when they said that black women were the first was the main ones affected by the pandemic, man, they wasn't lying. This just speaks volumes to what the fuck everyone was talking about. And I was thoroughly amazed. I will say that myself. I was thoroughly amazed. But yeah, without further ado, let's switch over to this screen. Uh, where's my camera? I can't see. Oh, is my camera working? Oh, it is. It's just small. All right, so there we go. There we go. Well, All right, so we see that right there, right yonder. Let me cut this music down. All right, music's down. What's going on, Cellulite? Man, this is my other new channel, man. So it ain't gonna be like a lot of people in this one because it's not a new channel, but uh, I gotta build this one up as well. But it's one of those working slow progress again. I'm almost close to being monetized on this one as well. It's just, I gotta get it monetized and actually use the page. I'm gonna use it as my backup, but since shit keeps happening on my other one, I might just switch it up a little bit. Just switch it up a little bit, run them both. Let's see. What am I doing? Studio. There we go. Damn. I didn't do anything. I just went live. Give me 1 second. I gotta. That's good. That's good. I'm trying to get into this. Hopefully, more people come. I know I'm not gonna get a lot of people in here, and that's understandable. I get it. I get it. Believe me, I do get it. Save that. All right. So we're moving and grooving. Let's customize. Iteration. There we go. Save that. There we go. Cool. Got it set up so far. But what's going on, Cellulite? So sucks to be on this page, not my other one. I'm banned from streaming over there for 7 days, so I will be streaming over here. Uh, yeah, that type shit. So I would, you know what? Let me. I don't need. Let's see. We're gonna see what's going on with this one. All right. So without further ado, get all this crap off here. All right. And let's go back to here. Let's take that DP off. Yep. All right. So here's the deal. Here is the deal. Dealio. I'm about to start this case. And we're going to start in 28 minutes. So I'm going to go from there. Should I? Let's go with that one. Save that one. Just to get everyone up in, if they can, if they want to. All right, so here we go. Let me see. Let's bring everyone that want to come to the page. Here we go. Hey, so yeah, here we go. Without further ado, this woman did a whole bunch of bankruptcies, and it's catching up to her. So let's hear what they have to say.
Up on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right, thank you. And Ms. Stevenson, if you can please unmute. All right, thank you. And Ms. Stevenson, your name for the record, please.
Markia Stevenson.
Okay, thank you. And so Ms. Lugoff, this is the date scheduled. Okay, so there was a bankruptcy stay that was entered November of 2022. And then there was an order reopening the case after bankruptcy. And so this is the hearing for that. And so counsel, you had an opportunity to speak to Ms. Stevenson in the breakout room, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. And I'd like to create a record right now. So the defendant had her initial hearing on November 4th, and she filed a bankruptcy right before that hearing. She did appear, she was given her rights. Her bankruptcy, she had filed a Chapter 13. It was dismissed for failure to comply. She paid zero.
Tell you where that money that she was supposed to pay went to that goddamn weed she got going on over there. Jesus. Let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Hold on, give me a second. Where we at? Yeah. All right. Let's see if we can make this a little wee bit bigger. Yeah, that works. That should be better. Y'all can see his knucklehead. Yeah, here we go.
Into her plan. She has not paid herself. She has not paid the landlord rent since September of 2021. Since that time, she had zero payments. She has a balance right now of $12,106, Your Honor. She informed me in the breakout room she's filed another bankruptcy. I don't have any notice of this bankruptcy. There's no bankruptcy attorney here, but that is what she is asserting. We are going to be objecting to any discharge because if she filed it right before this hearing again. And there clearly seems to be some abuse here, but she can provide the case number for the court. And, if a stay needs to be in place, then a stay needs to be in place. But I have no knowledge personally of any bankruptcy, and my client has not received a notice of bankruptcy proceedings.
Okay, Ms. Stevenson, please raise your right hand.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you solemnly swear from the testimony about
I've been filed bankruptcy.
What's up, Sex Cast
Ms.
David?
Stevenson,
How you
please raise
doing?
your right
Welcome to
hand.
the stream.
Is your right hand raised? I can't see.
Can you hear this? I make some coffee. I was about to hit the bed. Whose channel should I watch? And well, if you want to come to the Uncle Tom show, I'm still trying to get these watch time hours. I'm really close to being done with these watch time hours over here. I am at like 3,000 and some change. But I would say go to the Uncle Tom's. The Uncle Tom. If you would gladly do so, my good sir. But yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you solemnly swear from the testimony about to give this matter to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and
She's
so,
lagging?
Ms. Stevenson, I'm not sure about your connection. It seems to be a little bit spotty. But, okay, so initially you filed bankruptcy in November of 2023, correct?
Yes.
And then that was chapter 13, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you were ordered to make payments within that bankruptcy case, correct?
Incorrect.
That's incorrect?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, I have.
So
Well, yeah, I
chapter
have all.
13, were you
Hold on.
required to make any?
So I have all 3 of them on, so we can, everyone can come to the channel because I know everyone doesn't know about my Uncle Tom. So that's why I put them all up. So if you want to, you can come on. Everyone come up here. Matter of fact, you can come up if you wanted to. But yeah, I'm just trying to get people out here so they can see that I'm streaming on my channel. But same way we did with LA. We used the port session as a jump off, and then we'll cut them off after like 5-10 minutes, some shit like that. But let's see. What am I trying to do? I want to tag this to 2. Let's copy that. So that's why I said I'm on the Uncle Tom show, or the Uncle Tom page. There is the link. Let's pin it to the Tizop. So there's that. We're gonna go from there. What up, Willie D? What's going on, brother? We are watching another case with this black woman decided not to pay. She's $12,000 in the hole on rent. She hasn't paid anything since the last quarter of 2021. So she hasn't paid anything. Can you see my message? Yeah, I can see your message right now. I can see your message. Do y'all, let me, here, I'm going to give y'all the link. I'm going to post a link to my YouTube channel. Because I know a lot of people don't know it, because I really don't use it. So, yeah. YouTube. I can't see. Yeah. .com. Not that one. / at shit, Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom 61. So that is my YouTube page right there in the chat. If you want to get on there and everyone, bolster it up real quick, it would be much appreciated. It'd be much appreciated if you go on the porch, not on the porch, but on the Uncle Tom. Let me go over here and copy that. All right, so there's that. But you can always hit the link if you want to. And we're gonna get back to this here. Oh yeah, Black Doctor in here. Let me give you your moderator status if you wanted to. There you go. Yeah, let's get it.
Any payments at all?
I fired my lawyer for the chapter 13. I reached out to Royal Woods because the payment plan that he came up with, I did not agree with. So I fired him. I contacted Royal Woods and I told them about my new attorney. And I just gave Miss Lockoff the case number.
I don't have the case number. Her connection was spotty. She said 23. That's all I have, Your Honor.
Okay,
I can give you the case number, Your Honor.
what is the case number?
Okay, 1 second, please. My case number is 23-44 007.
Okay.
Thank
When
you,
was
C.
that case
Thank
filed?
you, Check Cash David. Thank you for the
It
subscribe.
actually, I contacted them in January, and my lawyer told me to contact him when I received the court papers for eviction or a hearing.
Jesus.
So I contacted him, and he filed the case last week.
He filed the case last week, and she is $12,000 in the hole. She hasn't paid rent since 2021, the last quarter. So that would be October. So she hasn't paid since October of 2021. Her rent must have been low. Hey, was you not working at all in 2021? Insane.
And I did contact Royal Woods as well.
Who did you speak to?
She don't know.
I spoke to Andrew at Royal Woods, and I informed him, and also a lady named Cheryl at the office, at the the corporate office. She emailed me and actually called me. I told her, I said, I have another case, and I don't know why we're going to court. I still need the 30 days, to vacate the premises.
That's a fact.
She said, okay, we're still going to take you to court. I said, okay, fine. I said, you guys are wasting your time because I'm on another automatic stay.
She's a professional. Your Honor.
So are you?
Respectfully,
I'm just a moment, Ms. Luckoff.
Yeah.
So are you planning on relocating then, Ms. Stevenson?
Ma'am?
Oh my God.
Yes. Are you planning on relocating then?
Could you repeat that, Your Honor?
Are you planning on relocating?
At my leisure.
At your leisure. That's not
time.
how that works, ma'am. On your own time. That isn't how this works.
Yes, ma'am. See, a bankruptcy.
You know what? I'm so sick of.
I'm sorry, you're.
Hold on. This whole thing with the Zoom stuff is the reason why they get away with what they're doing. You see, the courtroom is open. There's no one in the courtroom. She could literally be in the courtroom. There's no reason why she shouldn't be in the courtroom. No reason why she shouldn't be in the courtroom, especially when she has spotty internet. This is insane. I don't get it. Yeah, but that pandemic money that came to bite her in her ass. For real. And this is what they said. There was a study showing that the most affected people in America off the pandemic was black women. Entrepreneurial black women. So she must have had a business of some sort that she couldn't do business or something. I don't know. But it's crazy how so many, it was like, what they say, over 44,000 women were got eviction notices once the moratorium was up. 44,000 women in general got the brunt of the pandemic. That's crazy.
It is not very good. What did you say after bankruptcy?
I don't even supposed to be here, Your Honor, and I'm I don't even supposed to be here.
Why not?
This is not bankruptcy court. This is not bankruptcy court. I don't even have to explain myself.
Wow.
Ma'am?
I have right.
Well,
I don't supposed to be here, Your Honor. You are not a bankruptcy judge. You are not a bankruptcy judge.
You are absolutely correct. I am a district court judge and I have jurisdiction over this matter because we do not have anything in our files or anything that was filed by you or any attorney representing you that would support your claim that you have filed another bankruptcy case.
I gave you guys the case number on record, so you guys can try me if you want to.
Oh, wow.
Ma'am, where is the documentation regarding...
Ooh, she said y'all motherfuckers can try me if you want to. We ain't playing these games. You tell them, Black Queen. Slay. Get them. What? Shit. Watch out now. That's funny.
Your case. You should have some paperwork. Please stop interrupting me.
I will email it to Ms. Lockoff right now.
Please stop interrupting me. You can email it to the court at 27dc@wyandottmi.gov.
1 second. Do you want me to do it now? Because I will do it now.
Yes, ma'am. We're going to take a brief recess. We're going to go off the record so you can submit that. Thank you. Okay, Ms. Lockoff.
I'm here.
Look at this nice little bailiff.
I don't know where Ms. Stevenson
Just
went.
sitting there, have nothing to do. He ain't got to oppress nobody in the courtroom. You
I'll
know,
give her a
give him
minute
the,
to
give him the
rejoin.
glare of
Maybe she had
death.
a bad connection, I'm not sure. Do you, so I'm going to go on the record just so that there isn't any concern regarding ex parte communication. So we're back on the record in the matter of Royal Woods Townhomes versus Marquia Stevenson 222177. The court will note that the court took a recess to retrieve the email that Ms. Stevenson was sending in regarding her claim of a bankruptcy filing. The court will also note that Ms. Stevenson was just on the Zoom and has logged off. I'm not sure if her device logged off or she logged off intentionally. I'm not sure. But what I would like, Ms. Lockoff, I'm going to forward this to you as well. But I have a request of you. Do you have access to the bankruptcy court?
I do. Yes.
Okay. So I would like if you could please access Ms. Stevenson's November of 2022 case.
Okay.
And if there's a register of actions of some sort, if it goes through and spells out what that is, if you can email that over to the court, please.
So you want the actual petition that she filed in November?
Not necessarily the petition, but so for instance, so like our docket, right? You can see a register of action when the matter was filed, what everything that went through sequentially, and then whether or not the Chapter 13 agreement was placed on the record, or if it was just a signed agreement, and if Ms. Stevenson signed that agreement.
Okay.
And then I will note, so I will forward this to you as well for your review. This apparently is it was sent to Ms. Stevenson on May 3rd, which was Wednesday at 6:15 p.m. And I'll just read it into the record. I'll also get you a copy of that as well. It's by Fairmax Law. Dear Marquia Stevenson, your bankruptcy has now been filed. Your case number is 23-44007.
This is
Per
crazy.
your discussions with your attorney, the pre-petition services you hired us for are now complete. We completed a bankruptcy analysis, reviewed all of your documents, and filed a skeletal bankruptcy petition. You now have 14 days to complete your bankruptcy filing, or else your case may be dismissed. As disclosed in your pre-petition services agreement, and as explained by your attorney, you have the following three options. 1, you may retain our firm to represent you in the post-petition proceedings in your case. You'll be presented with a second retainer agreement whereby your attorney for services, including the following, and then it goes on to talk about preparation of filing of my statement of financial affairs and schedules, preparation for an attendance at my section 341 meeting of creditors, review of any redemption agreements, review of any reaffirmation agreements, follow through with case administration monitoring, and conduct a post-discharge review of my credit report to ensure accurate reporting. The other option is you may seek to retain other legal counsel, or you may proceed without legal representation. Then it goes on to any costs would not be owing or not. So, bless you. So Ms. Stevenson is now logged back in. So, I just admitted her from the waiting room.
Come on, Miss Stevenson. Come back to the real world.
Okay.
What do you want me to do?
I just wanted to be able to see you. That's all. I can see you now. So I did receive your email regarding the communications from Fairmax Law. So I'm going to forward that to, reporting that to Ms. Lockoff. And then Ms. Lockoff is accessing your previous case so that she can, send a copy of the register of actions to the court, so I can review that. So, because this appears as though there is a skeletal bankruptcy petition, and you still have 14 days before your case is actually filed or dismissed. So it doesn't appear as though there's a bankruptcy case at this point that would require this court to issue a stay, to comply with a stay.
So he's saying, we ain't discharging it, bitch. You got to pay that money. Locksmith Jeremy said the lady didn't go. Where's it at? All right, it said that lady didn't go because she couldn't talk. All that shit's in person. She thinks she can get away with it sitting at home. That's a fucking fact. That's why I think these things should be, especially shit like this, she should have her ass in motherfucking court with that good old white man bailiff sitting there giving her the death glare, thinking that she could have been held in contempt real quick. She threatening the goddamn judge. In certain people's view, that's be a threat. It could be misconstrued as a threat. That's all I know. But hey, this is how we're gonna do court from now on. We're gonna Zoom it.
Nor has there been a stay presented to this court.
I don't know what y'all talking about, but
Yeah,
I don't mean to
I'm sorry,
interrupt
you're
you,
breaking up. I can't. You're breaking
Your
up,
Honor,
Ms. Stevenson.
but my case,
Ms. Stevenson,
my case
I didn't hear, Ms. Stevenson, I'm not catching a lot of what you're saying because it's a bad connection. So I'm not catching everything you're saying. So can you please move locations? Okay, so Ms. Buckoff, are you still there?
Oh, yes, I am here.
Oh, okay. So, we're going on the record in the
Hey,
matter
I
of
know.
Ireland Town District Marquis.
Listen, I know. With all that shit going back and forth, I know that white woman, both of them said, niggas. God damn. Listen, you can hear the disdain and just the pure fucking like, bitch, get your shit together. Oh my goodness.
Stevenson, all occupants, 222177. Okay, and so counsel, your appearance, please.
Again, for the record, Your Honor, Cheryl Walkoff on behalf of the plaintiff.
Okay, thank you. And so, Ms. Stevenson is not present anymore. She was on, she logged off, she logged back on, and then I asked her to redo her connection. She said just a moment, and then she logged off, and I think it's been about another 15 minutes and she's not logged back on. So I'm continuing in this matter without Ms. Stevenson. And so, counsel, I did receive the history regarding Ms. Stevenson's case number 2248279. So I have a couple questions. And one is, when was the 2022 case was filed October 19th of 22, correct? The landlord tenant matter?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. And so that's important to note because then this Chapter 13 petition was filed and entered on October 21st. Now, Ms. Luckoff, prior to filing this action in October of 22, did you provide Ms. Stevenson with the notice to quit?
She received a 7-day demand for possession. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So my other question is this. Can you tell me if in the bankruptcy court system, is there another case that was filed on behalf of Ms. Stevenson in the year of 2022?
No.
Let me take a look. Hang on. I do not see another 2022. I see a 2019, which again was dismissed. She did not receive a discharge. It was a Chapter 13, it looks like. And then So no, to answer your
So,
question, no.
Okay, so that's important to note because, I'll go into that in just a moment. So the court will note that that Ms. Stevenson indicated that she hired a new attorney in January to file a new bankruptcy case. But then she had to wait for her paperwork in this case before the attorney could file the bankruptcy action, which I find interesting because the bankruptcy case wasn't dismissed until March 6th of 2023. And then the final decree and the case was closed April 25th of 2023.
That bitch lying, man. You expect... I don't know why she expect this female to tell the truth. Did she ever come back? Oh, she did come back. Boy, she just do what she want to do.
I'm not quite sure how another case could have been filed prior to that without the 22 bankruptcy case being closed. I'm not a bankruptcy expert, nor am I a judge, as that's been established. Oh, and here's Ms. Stevenson logged in again. And so the court will have her place her name on the record in just a moment. Okay, Ms. Stevenson? Can you please unmute?
I'm sorry about that. I'm here.
Okay,
Yeah,
hopefully you have better connection right now.
Didn't
Okay,
she say,
so the court will.
she say find better goddamn internet? Hey, can you send me your email for your account that you use on YouTube? What? Can you send me your email of the account that you use on YouTube so I can invite you? So I can invite you. Just send me your email that you use on YouTube. Send me your email on YouTube that you use for YouTube.
Note the so I was just going through the procedural history, and based upon your 22 bankruptcy case, your case was dismissed March 6th of 2023, but the final decree and the closing of the case wasn't until April 25th of 2023. And it indicates that the order, the United States Bankruptcy Court, Eastern District of Michigan, Southern Division, Detroit, signed by Judge Maria Oxholm, the United States bankruptcy judge, indicates that the matter was scheduled for hearing on March 6th of 2023. And an oral motion to dismiss by the Chapter 13 trustee was not opposed by the debtors who were present or counsel represented them. It was dismissed for poor pay history, which was 0%. And therefore, the case was dismissed and automatic stays issued were terminated. The court will also note that the documentation that was submitted by Ms. Stevenson to the court indicated that there was a skeletal bankruptcy petition that was filed. And Ms. Stevenson, what date was that skeletal bankruptcy petition filed? You're muted, just so you know you're muted. Please unmute. I'm sorry, what? Filed.
It was filed completely. I don't know what that word means that you're saying to me.
When was it filed? That was.
What is skeletal?
I'm reading from the document that you sent to the court.
Oh, your
attorney stated that they completed a bankruptcy analysis.
The document that I sent is.
Excuse me. Please stop interrupting the court.
Okay, that's not me. That's her shit. Her shit fucked up, man. Her shit is fucked up, man. So, yeah, let's keep going.
Because we can't record more than one person at a time.
Asking me a question.
Oh, god damn.
Asking me a question. Let me ask.
Miss Stevenson is no longer on here. She dropped off. The court did not remove her. I'm just making that a record right now.
That bitch
Miss
got
Stevenson?
anger issues.
Please unmute.
You guys will not let me say anything in this courtroom.
Just one moment. Just one moment. Your connection has not been good. And when you start answering a question, I'm not hearing everything you're saying. So I'm asking you to stop talking.
Okay, well, I'm talking right now. I am talking right now, Your Honor. I'm talking.
Oh my.
No, you're not talking. I just muted you. Now, please stop. Because I see that you're still talking.
You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at the devil in this one. She's very angry. Now, see, here, look at this. If her ass was in motherfucking court, yeah, her fucking connection's on chapter 13 too. That bitch got a cricket phone or something. God dang, boy. Woo wee. She is angry. Huh.
You can continue to waste your breath. I muted you because your connection is poor. I cannot hear what you're saying because it's breaking up. So, have you moved to a new location?
No.
Have you moved to a location that you have better connection? Just so you know, I muted you, so you'll have to unmute.
She's too busy
I'm gonna
talking.
type you in chat.
Oh,
Since you can't hear me, I'm gonna type you in chat.
I'm sorry, what is that?
I'm going to type you in chat.
No, we don't have chat enabled, ma'am. You cannot send a message to the court via chat.
Well, I'm letting you know you're not supposed to be here. My bankruptcy has been filed.
No, ma'am, that is
My
not accurate.
bankruptcy has been filed.
Oh.
You guys
Excuse
go
me.
to the bankruptcy. If you do anything or try to evict me, if anything is this on my record,
Can you imagine being married to that? Could you imagine being a boyfriend to that shit? Oh my God, I can't do it. I would die. I would leave. It wouldn't take that long. It wouldn't take that long.
I don't care. It better not be on my
Fuck
record.
you and them kids.
Excuse me, you need to calm down. Excuse me, you need to calm down, ma'am.
I'm supposed to be here. I'm an attorney. I'm supposed to be here.
Okay, Miss Stevenson, excuse me.
Right.
Just hold her in contempt.
Well, the court muted Miss Stevenson because
Oh,
we
my
can't
word.
catch much of what she's saying. Miss Stevenson, stop talking. Stop talking. We cannot get what you're saying on the record because you're screaming and you don't have a good connection. So stop talking, please. Stop talking.
You heard what
Stop talking.
You heard what I
Stop.
said.
I am not one of your children, ma'am, so you need to stop. You are speaking to a court.
Ain't no
You are
way
in court.
in hell.
So you need to have some respect for the court. So, as I was saying, Miss Luckoff,
Look at this bitch. Look at
there's
this
not
bitch.
another
Look at
case
this
that Miss
bitch.
Stevenson filed in 2022. The court will note that, actually, Ms. Luckoff, can you pull up the names, the bankruptcy court filing to see when
Ain't no way in
this
hell.
bankruptcy petition was filed, please?
This
To see if it
newest
was
one?
before May 3rd? Yes.
Okay,
The case
yeah,
number is 23-44007.
okay. Okay, this says date filed 4/30/2023.
Hey, I sent you an invite.
Or,
I just did.
Oh, excuse me, 4:30, Your Honor, 4:30.
on a Sunday?
That's what it says. Let me just,
Okay,
I'm gonna open the petition here.
Interesting. Don't
See what we
pay on
have
the first
here.
bankruptcy,
If that
then
comports.
refile right
Yes,
before
it
this
says
hearing.
4/30/2023.
Okay. All right, so what the court, will note, counsel, is since there was only one case filed in 2022, well, actually, I'm sorry, when you open up the case, does it show if there is any motion that was filed along with the petition?
Let me look here. Okay, so it says petition, statement of social security number. I won't read you the whole thing, but let's see, motion. No, notice of missing documents. I do not see a motion, Your Honor.
Okay, so,
You guys mess with me if you want to.
excuse me,
I'm
stop
letting you know this
interrupting me.
now. I'm letting you
Ms.
know this
Stevenson,
now.
I'm letting you know to stop interrupting the court or you will be held in contempt of court.
Why are
Stop.
you waiting so
Stop.
goddamn long? Hold that bitch in
Stop.
contempt. That bitch is crazy.
The court is going to state that, the petition was filed on April 30th.
That's a woman
So
calling
there's
right
14 days to file the balance of what needs to be filed, which puts it to May 14th. And so, counsel, because there was only one action filed in 2022,
Mm-hmm.
there is a 30-day automatic stay that was triggered. So I cannot enter a judgment stay, but what I will do is I'm only going to set this out for 2 weeks, well, less than 2 weeks, because I'm going shortly after the 14 days by which the balance of the documents need to be filed or the bankruptcy is dismissed. I'm not going out 30 days right now.
Uh-oh.
So the 30th day would be on May 14th. We don't have a docket on May 19th because of the mandatory judicial conference. So counsel, are you available on May 16th at 1:30 in the afternoon?
I will make myself available.
Oh shit! Look!
And we are
She
doing
said, "I'm
this
getting
in
rid of this
person.
bitch."
The only thing I need to confirm, give me 1 second, is I have an in-person. Nope, that's on the 15th. Okay.
You guys can contact my lawyer.
No, we ain't contacting bitch.
Excuse
Shit,
me,
bitch. Because
Ms.
you said
Stevenson,
you fired your
lawyer
lawyer.
has not filed an appearance here at all. So
He
your
will.
lawyer doesn't have, excuse me, then that's fine. Then your attorney will know how to proceed. You need to be here in person on May 16th at 1:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we gonna hold your stupid ass in contempt.
Because the court is going after the 14 days. We're setting this after the 14 days to make sure if the bankruptcy case is still proceeding or if it's been dismissed. So that is why the court is set
Why will my
for May
case
16th.
be
Stop
already
interrupting
filed?
me. Stop interrupting me. May 16th at 1:30 p.m.
I will not be there.
Oh, you damn
Well,
sure
if
you
you're
will,
not here,
bitch.
the court will proceed without you. You can have your attorney present, but you need to also be present. So May 16th at 1:30 p.m. in person at the courthouse here. Thank you. We're off the record.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Get this
Thank you.
nigga bitch out of here. Get this nigga bitch out of here. Yo. And that was a court. Oh shit. That was a court case.
I
That,
have right. I'm supposed to be here.
That was
You
it.
are not a bankruptcy judge. You are not a bankruptcy
that
judge.
shit is
You guys
insane.
would not let me say anything in this courtroom.
Bitch, shut your ass up. Bitch, shut up. Shut up. I can't take it. Well, since we're already here, let's go right along for another one, man. Fuck it.
Be able to be unmuted at once. So first we'll start with, so we have, we're all against each other.
All right. So,
All right, so Ms. Davis, go ahead and tell me what your issue is with,
all right. This court case is plaintiffs claim that the neighbors are throwing stuff in their yard. Oh my gosh. Some more nigga shit, boy. Wee. They should have held that bitch in contempt. That's one that she deserved that contempt. She deserved that contempt. Let me get myself over and out of the way. Let me see what I can do with myself. Let me see. Where am I at? Boom, right here. And I'm just gonna fall back in the back. How about? Ooh. Look at that great mug right there.
does anybody have anything with Mr. Vasquez Senior? Mr. Vasquez Senior, leave your camera on. Mr. Senior, be still. So why is he here?
I don't know. We served for junior, not senior.
All right, ma'am, put the paper down. I don't,
The reason why father is here at the moment is due to the fact that there is
he can speak.
one.
He can speak. Go ahead, sir.
The police that arrived at the house presented us with four documents. One of them have my name, the other one have my son's name. One of them says Junior, the others doesn't.
So which one doesn't say junior? What's the case number that doesn't say junior? Talking to your dad, not you. That's Yolanda Davis versus Julius Vasquez.
That's correct.
All right, so that'll be dismissed because you thought it was you. You were served. All right, sir, you can go ahead and leave. Thank you. All right, so they served the wrong person. So that one's gone.
In today's video, we have a TPO filed between neighbors. The plaintiffs are claiming that the defendants damaged their property, peeping in their windows, fighting over property lines, and a laundry list of more insane accusations. So grab a snack and let's get into the video.
All right, Ms. Davis, what is between you and Miss Beverly Smith Vasquez? Strictly between you and her, period.
Yes, Your Honor, ever since we moved here into this location, Mrs. Vasquez has damaged our property. She's continued to throw things in our yard, like do harassing things. She threw a dead bird on my porch. She threw blood on a mat that I had outside my house, all because I caught them dumping and destroying our property. I caught her dumping. One day they had a big event, like late at night, they would disable our Ring cameras so that we couldn't see anything and we couldn't watch the videos. And I actually heard them and I intercepted and I spoke to her over the Ring camera. I couldn't see it, but my voice was there. And I caught them actually having a dumping event one night where she would cut her trees down and all her things that she didn't want in her yard, and she would dump it in our yard. So when I confronted her and I asked them why were they doing this and to please stop or whatever, they were mad ever since. And she claimed some property of ours that wasn't hers, that we didn't have any idea. We let her, do what she wanted to do. She planted some trees on our property that she knew wasn't her property line. And she planted trees there. And when questioned about that, she said to me that, oh, I don't want my land to wash away. That's why I planted those trees there. And it's just been an ongoing issue, Your Honor, with her just damaging property. We had a fence put up. They've been cutting the fence, Your Honor, damaging the property every single night, flying drones over our house. We have no privacy. If I held up my camera to my windows, you will see that we have black film put up to our windows because we literally have seen them looking through the windows, Your Honor.
Who have you seen looking through the windows?
Miss Beverly and her son.
Damn.
So who's her son? There's two men on here.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
All right, what about Mr. Sands? What have you seen him doing?
Mr. Sands he's a friend of theirs. So he's been roaming the neighborhood, damaging our property also. He has a cutter. He's a grass cutter around here. I guess he has his own lawn care business. So he's been coming around our home, just stalking the area. I can be outside with my dogs. I can be outside. I will literally see him peeking through the fence.
Hey, let him talk, because you fucking up the case. You over here talking about something stupid. So that man should not be there just because he can drive. So you just been trying to say he can't drive in the neighborhood? Get the fuck out of here.
Like watching me where I'm going. I've even seen him across the street and stand back in a person's yard and look up to my windows. And I'm standing right there in the windows watching him, Your Honor. We have all hardware cameras. So I'm able to stand upstairs and watch their location and watch what he's literally doing. One day I got in my car and followed him and watched him go around.
Why are you watching him? It seems like you're more of the stalker than him. You're making their case because they ain't even spoke and you sounding crazy right now.
the corner onto Greyhawk, a different street in our location, and he was flying his drone near our neighborhood, right in our backyard, sitting in his truck. I have literally seen him with my own eyes, Your Honor. And it's an uncomfortable feeling. I feel
You
like
just said you
trying to
followed
intimidate and
him.
watch us.
Oh my gosh, you
Our
stupid.
Wi-Fi, everything has been compromised. We had to go and get a whole new, I don't even have an email address right now because they've compromised my email address. They've broken into our Wi-Fi, disconnect our Wi-Fi system and our cameras throughout the day. This has been going on, Your Honor, since we found out. I want to say, and when we really literally found out that it was them doing it, I want to say it had to be around March of 2020.
So what have you seen, Mr. Vasquez?
Hey, quick question: how many of y'all think these motherfuckers had have the intelligence to discontinue their Wi-Fi or knock them off their Wi-Fi, getting their email addresses and change? They don't have email because they did all that. This bitch crazy. And as a husband, she making you look crazy. She making you look retarded as hell. You could have said, you could have left that part out. You could have left that part out.
Specifically.
Specifically standing right in his yard with his cell phone, and I have lining his cell phone up to our Ring cameras to disconnect our cameras over and over again. We have seen him with his drone in the backyard. With his drone in the backyard. And when my husband walked up and saw him with it, he tried to hide it. It's just continuously, it's an uncomfortable feeling, Your Honor. I feel like we're being stalked, we're being watched 24 hours a day. It's been awful, Your Honor. It's just been horrible. Even up until recently, this Thursday, I had to call the police. There's been numerous police reports regarding all of these situations. Even up until this past Thursday, they tried to start a fire in our backyard.
What did they do?
The pine straw in our backyard, it was literally set on fire. There's fire patches in our backyard.
How do you know they did it?
I'm sorry?
How do you know that they did it?
Your Honor, there's no one that will come on our property. They've been the only persons that we've been having problems with. Once again, they disarm the cameras so that we can't see, so that it fogs out the cameras while they do their deeds, Your Honor. We have no other issues with no other neighbors. There's no reason for anyone to want to burn down our house and burn down our yard.
Why are you not letting that man talk? Because you making yourself sound stupid as hell.
All right. Sir, I'll hear from you. Go ahead.
So some of the most same issues.
Well, tell me what you've seen in particular.
So we see the droning.
Who are you connecting it to?
Yeah.
Huh?
How are you connecting the drone to one specific individual?
Well, because I saw it. I seen the drone. And my neighbor back there, Mr. Vasquez.
You've seen the drone, but how do you know it's him flying it?
That's the way I seen that in the backyard. I was standing on the back porch looking.
So you've seen him flying it, like him land it or something?
No, he had done landed and put it on the ground in front of him, and then I turned my back and then he had picked it up and went in the house with it.
Have you seen anybody specifically disconnecting your Ring doorbell?
Well, we can't see that because it's all electric. It's all total wired in, but they got multiple email address network that leads to their house, and there's plenty of them.
Why do you know it's them that are disconnecting your Ring doorbell?
Because they're the only one next. We got neighbors around us, but they got all about the same, have almost the same exact type of wording.
And can I say something, Your Honor? I have approached them.
About? Does anyone know anything about Ring cameras? Because I don't know. So just because you have an email, you can disconnect someone's Ring? What's that? What they say? Ring doorbell or whatever the fuck it is. I'm quite sure it's I'm quite sure it's more technical savvy than just having a fucking email that'll allow you to fucking disconnect someone's goddamn connection or disconnect their fucking ring door camera, whatever the fuck it's called. Ring door camera. Sure, yeah, that makes sense.
They know for a fact. I have come outside of my house and said, attention neighbors, they're dislocating, disarming my Wi-Fi cameras and my internet or whatever. When I call their names out and I say it, all of a sudden everything pops back on, Your Honor. And at the time, no one else is home.
That
They're
bitch
the
is
only ones home
crazy.
next door. And every time we have these incidents and I go outside and voicefully speak them, all of a sudden, when they know the attention's coming, all of my information, everything pops back on. We have literally seen Mr. Junior Vasquez. He sits, their windows point towards our windows. So just like how he's sitting there with his headset on now, he has his camera, his laptop and everything facing directly at our windows, watching our every movement. And I've contacted Verizon, I've contacted Xfinity, and they told us for a fact that our Wi-Fi and everything has been compromised and have been hacked.
Objection.
So we had to change everything, phone numbers, everything. Had to get a whole new system.
Objection. Cause for speculation.
When you say they're disabling your Ring doorbell, have you seen either one of them doing it?
Well, not literally with my eyes, no.
So you don't know. So everything you're saying is bullshit.
So then how do you know? Okay, so you've seen Ms. Vasquez putting something in your yard. What have you physically seen Mr. Vasquez do?
Junior, like I said, just facing the camera, it's just stalking up and down the fence and literally just going outside and holding up his phone. He does it. This
bitch thinks she owns everything. She owns the sky. She owns this man's yard. She owns this man's camera phone. She owns this man's laptop. He can't face it that way. He can't face it this way. Hell, they can't even drive on the motherfucking street. This motherfucker's insane. I have never met a more paranoid motherfucker in my life.
Sister does it. Even the mom has done it. They literally, because our cameras are facing right towards their yard and on that side, they hold their phone up and what they're called, from my understanding, is called a camera jammer or a Wi-Fi jammer. It's some type app that they have on their phone that they can do to disconnect your Wi-Fi cameras.
Okay, so she's saying that they have a Wi-Fi jammer. They do sell those on Amazon. I don't know if they work, but I know they do sell them. Matter of fact, I might want to buy one, and I can try and see on someone else's shit. Just jam their Wi-Fi. See if that works. Matter of fact, let me look it up. This is crazy. She said they sold. Have you seen the Wi-Fi jammers? That's another question.
Your Honor, it seems like every time I see them do it, all of a sudden the cameras go out. They go offline and we can't get them back on. They start roaming. And this is all the time. Like, there's no one else around. There's no one else. We have literally seen them with our own eyes. And sometimes I think they do it to try to intimidate, because even if I'm outside by myself, they purposely do it. Take the phone and hold it up straight to our cameras and start clicking. So if I answer the Ring camera right away when they are trying to ring into it, somehow they get into it, and that's how they knock our cameras offline.
Mr. Sands, I'll hear from you.
Yes, Your Honor. Everything they're saying is, I don't know where they're coming from. I don't even own the drone. I don't even know what they're talking about, honestly. Yesterday, I just realized their name. I don't even pay attention. You know, I've been staying in this neighborhood for 10 years, and I honestly don't, I keep to myself. All the neighbors around here keep to themselves. And since they have moved in, I mean, it's been total, it's police. You notice the police down the street all the time. So I don't know. I don't know what the problem is, honestly.
You haven't been over at their house?
No, ma'am. I cut the yard, I cut the yard next door to them. So I stayed on that Miss Valdez property line and I never cross it. I don't know what they're talking about. I've been in their windows and all that. No, who's going to go in someone's windows? Not me.
Ms. Vasquez, are
But-
you? Go ahead.
Your Honor, I have no understanding as to why our neighbors have brought these type of accusation against me and my family. All these allegations are false. And in regards to petition 2021CV352657 brought to me by the petitioner Yolanda Davis, number 3, it says April 17, 2021. It says that I was also on June 9th and June 29th standing on the side of their house. Your Honor, I work remotely, and on April 9th to April 18th, I was out of the state. I have my flight information, Frontier 2385, when I came back in on the 18th in the Atlanta airport. On April 30th to July 24th, I was out of state. I work remotely, and all my out-of-state timestamp location for my company can be verified by my supervisor, Sandra Piggott. I can give you her telephone number.
Yeah,
All the other allegations are false. All of them are false.
Mr. Vasquez.
She crazy.
None of these allegations are true. I do not own a drone. When I am outside of my yard, I am usually talking on the phone with people. I have taking out my dog usually or tending to my trees. When I am sitting in my room, the dining room where these windows were mentioned, that is my dining room. I eat there, I work there, I watch things there, but it's my dining room. There's nothing else there. I did the same. I didn't know these people. I keep to myself. I'm not a very social person. And
He looks like a
that is it.
virgin.
I mean, why do they seem to think, ma'am, why do they seem to think that you dumped something on their yard?
Because they fucking crazy.
Your Honor, are you talking to me?
Yes, Ms. Vasquez, why do they think you dumped something on their yard? She says she's seen you dumping stuff in their yard.
I do not know, Your Honor. You'll have to ask that to them. I really do not know.
So I asked her. She said she saw you dump something in her yard.
I did not dump anything in her yard, Your Honor. And my neighbor has cameras, Your Honor, so I don't know. I did not dump, and I have never dumped anything in my neighbor's yard.
Why would she say you've been dumping stuff in the yard?
I really don't know, Your Honor, honestly.
Something's going on. If people don't just make stuff up.
Yes, they do. Did you hear what that bitch said?
So what-
She
I mean,
said
what's-
she was
what's-
driving down
what's
the street
going on?
following motherfuckers.
All I can tell you, Your Honor, is that honest to goodness, still, the last communication I had with our neighbors was in the fall of last year when Miss Davis came to my door and called me to the corner of my house. And actually, you could probably see the background from the camera, but it's not that her house is right close by. And asked me and claims that I buried her sprinkler, that I threw dead snake in her yard, that I need to remove my trees because the roots of the trees are going to grow into her yard. And that I cut her fence.
I don't know how she's not
Since
following this
then,
along.
Your Honor, I have not had absolutely no communication, no confrontation with Miss Davis. Since then, I've had, I can show, my daughter can show you, Miss Davis goes on the next door site that we have that we share as a community, and she posted things about me, the neighbor next door. And in response to her post, which was I was cutting her fence, there was a comment on there that someone commented that they would just pop one over here. I have other neighbors have also asked her to please post the video, because the video that was posted just showed the working of the fence and the natural aging of a fence. I have, since then, nothing has been posted. Since that issue, that situation, I work from home. I have my office upstairs, and I can hear Miss Davis sometimes yelling and screaming. The neighborhood is very quiet, Your Honor. There is a lot of, everybody here are working people, and the neighbor is very quiet. So when you hear loud noises, it calls your attention. And she, at one point, my neighbor across the street in front, that is a nurse, had to come over and talk to her. Besides that, now this case that we didn't have no idea about what's going on now. My whole question is, where are they going to go from here? It just seems like it's all bad faith.
Your Honor, can I speak?
Okay. No, you said enough.
Regarding the neighborhood.
No, wait a minute, bitch. Because first off, you said you followed Mr. Sean Sands around the neighborhood to see what he was doing. That's one crazy thing you did. But you don't want no one to look in your direction. Somehow they signal jamming your Wi-Fi, cutting your Wi-Fi off. I mean, I just looked it up. They do have them. But it's $1,800. I don't think any one of these ones going to waste $1,800 on a signal jammer, but I don't know. Your husband sounded absolutely retarded when he talked, so I understand why he's letting you talk. You followed him. You said you were looking at that dude. You said you go upstairs and people watch through your cameras. That's what you said. But if someone looks your way, you want to get upset. This bitch is insane. She's insane. Holy shit.
Thing that she said that I wrote on the next door, that happened in July, I want to say, of 2019.
So
that
wasn't
goes
lying.
to show how long this has been going on. Either July.
So she wasn't lying.
It was sometime. I know it was kind of in the summertime. July of 2020, because this has been going on for so long. For one, I never named her name. I said we're living around sowers of discord, because that's when we started finding out all the things that was going on in our neighborhood as far as our property and what was going on. And what we did, because they were claiming some property that wasn't theirs, we had no idea, Your Honor. We were just living in our little square that we were living in. And someone started damaging the fence at this time. So what we did was we went and got a survey done.
What about an animal? Animal could have did it. Possums could have did it. Raccoons could have did it. Bears, deer, all kind of things that could have ruined your fence. Come on, man. You sound fucking insane. Jesus Christ. And he's still sitting there looking like a lame duck. Jesus Christ.
So when the survey was done in September, that's how we found out all the land, extra land that belonged to us that was ours. And they seem to have gotten upset. My husband had no idea that our property line went further than it was until after the survey, and then we had gotten our irrigation system working. So once the irrigation system started working, because what happened was the sprinklers were buried down in the yard, and it was buried down further up the hill where she lives. So once he got sprinklers working, everything, they started popping up out the ground everywhere. That's when we realized our property was our property, Your Honor. And even after then or whatever, I never accused her of cutting the fence.
Did she not just say in the beginning of this hearing that her neighbors did in fact cut her fence?
Yes, she did.
Let's go back and check.
We had a fence put up. They've been cutting the fence, Your Honor. We got the fence in 3 weeks, Your Honor. The fence was starting to get sliced on the side of their house, Your Honor, like little peeking. A fence does not settle within 3 weeks. A house takes years to settle once it's built or whatever. The guys that fixed our fence, due to they can't speak English well, communication, they even admitted when they came by here that no, your fence was not like this. We did not do this to your fence. Your fence would not settle like this within 3 weeks. Every time we leave our Honor, we come home to more damage, or her cutting up her trees and purposely throwing them over the fence, doing anything to try to irritate me and to get things going, Your Honor. So yes, there has times
So
when
everybody's doing something to irritate you, but you're the one that's actually stalking people from your top bedroom and literally following Sean for no apparent reason throughout the neighborhood. But they're doing everything to get on your nerves. This bitch is literally insane.
at the point of incidents of happening,
Mental health. She
I
need to
have
be in
gone
a
outside
mental
and I'm yelling like, leave us alone. Please leave us alone. Stay off of our property.
She's making
Why
a
are
scene.
you doing this? I've called her evil because I've seen some of the things she's done. She's repeated back to me personal conversations that we have had in our home. She literally came out, oh yeah, so we don't vote, we can't vote, and all this, just different things, Your Honor, that she has come out and said. And I'm like, how did you hear that conversation?
Maybe because you talk so goddamn loud.
Outside their porch on their backyard, Your Honor.
God.
Yes.
This
Just
shit
to
triggering the shit out
listen
of
to
me.
our conversations. This is every day, Your Honor. I wouldn't make this up.
Yes, you would. You would literally make this up. And this is why I don't want to live next to people. Because bitches like this. This is why I want my space. This is why I want my space. Her husband has to be quiet. God damn it, man. She hasn't. Woo!
In our home, even up until all this was going on, I have witnesses that have been here who have witnessed some of the things that have gone on, Your Honor. At the end of the year of 2020, it had to be in December. Because there's been so much friction going on between us here, I sent Mrs. Vasquez a fruit basket with fruits and chocolates just to say, hey, I don't know where we got off on the wrong feet. I don't know what's going on with us, but can we be the queens that we were born to be? And let's get past this. Let's just move on. I didn't want to go into 2021 with more incidents happening, Your Honor. She accepted the basket. They ate all the fruits and whatever. Come after January 1st, oh, it was worse, Your Honor. The situations got worse. It was continuous. The drone flying, they're still disabling our Wi-Fi cameras. I mean, everything, Your Honor, everything that we said was true. Like I said, that's when we found out. This was like in March, in which a dead bird was thrown on our porch. We sent you all the information in which once I caught Ms. Vasquez and I asked them to stop damaging our property or throwing things on the property, Your Honor, we ended up with a dead bird on our porch. After the dead bird was thrown on our porch, Your Honor, I got a new rug. I threw everything away and was like, okay, I don't know what's going on with these people, why they're still doing this mean stuff. Your Honor, I get a new rug, a biblical rug, Psalms 91, we are covered. Well, someone threw blood, some type of blood all over the rug. I called the police. The police came out, took a report of everything that's been going on. So from, I want to say it was April 1st on through, we have a particular officer, Corporal Fears, who works through the South Fulton Police Department, who's been working with us on a day-to-day basis. So that's why you see so many police coming by. They've been watching our property. Whenever there's an issue going on, I have to text him to keep him up to date with what's going on. So every day that these drones are flying over our house, hovering on the side of our house, all near our bedrooms and everything, I text Corporal and let him know what's going on a day-to-day basis, Your Honor. So there are police officers that know what's going on in this area. They just said, because they keep disabling our Wi-Fi and everything, we're having a hard time catching them but they know that this disturbance is going on. We even had a meeting with our HOA, which they had a meeting with the whole community explaining that drones are disallowed in our community. Our homes are too close together. No one should be flying a drone near our homes anywhere. So yes, Your Honor, this has been going on for a long time. Even up until, like I said, this past Thursday, in which someone tried to set our yard on fire. We have pictures of everything, Your Honor. We sent everything to you.
But how are you still blaming them, though? That's what we need to get back to. How are you still blaming them? Because they had nothing to do with it. You don't have any proof that they had anything to do with it. But you keep letting that shit fly out the side of your goddamn mouth. It's insane. It's fucking insane.
Yes. And this is one where you can tell where when she's out doing her yard work, this is what she does. She throws all kind of stuff over the fence, see the fire in the yard. It's just all the time, Your Honor. We have no excuse to lie. Mr. Sanders had enough to even tell my husband everything was fine until you guys moved in over here. Everybody, we get along with everyone here. We came in this community willing to help. Willing to, when COVID started, my neighbors across the street are seniors. I personally went and rang the bell and was like, do you all need anything from Walmart? From the store, I know COVID's going on. You don't need to be out in this location. You don't need to be out. I work with seniors. So yes, Your Honor, we've been nothing but of service to our neighbors.
You look like a singer yourself. You and your husband who don't speak. And when he does speak, he sound like a retard. Well, let's see what the drones flying over a house from neighbors. Yes, that's what they said. You know, she said that drones can't vacuum. Oh, how stupid. Oh, what does this just say? Police be like, should we plant a gun on? Dude, I'm telling you, this bitch is crazy. She cray-cray. I don't know how else to even say it any further. She cray-cray.
They're the only ones who we don't seem to get along with. I don't know why. Like I said, we moved in, started cleaning up, and just claiming our land. That's it, Your Honor. And from then on, it's been issues with our neighbors constantly, every single day, Your Honor. I have a whole streamline of texts that Corporal have been going back and forth. They come around here and they sit and watch, and they have been watching certain.
You just said you sit and watch from your upstairs built room, and you follow the nigga. Holy shit! What up, Lamar Black? How you doing, brother? How you doing? What's going on with you? Glad you made it over here, sir. Considering this is my second channel.
They know what we're saying is true. That we have literally seen it with our own eyes, flying this drone and walking up and down up inside the sidewalk, just peeking through. It's an uncomfortable feeling, Your Honor. Who would want to take a shower and not feel like someone's looking in through your windows or zoning in, flashing something through your windows, Your Honor? We have no reason to lie about this. None at all. None at all.
So here's the thing, though. We don't have any video or anything like that other than what you're saying. So I don't necessarily have proof, you know. So all I can say is to the Vasquez's and Mr. Sands, if you're doing this and they come back again and they have proof, you guys are going to have a TPO against you, which means once it's put in place, if you violate it, you can get arrested for aggravated stalking, which means 10 years in prison. So if you're doing something to these people, you need to stop.
These bitches is why did you even entertain that shit?
Am I clear?
Your Honor,
Yes.
can I
Am I
say
clear?
something?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
perfect, Mr. Sands. Mr. Vasquez,
I am clear. Can I speak? on
I've just
something?
wanted that you're clear.
All right.
As long as
I am
I've made
clear.
I'm
myself
clear.
Jesus Christ.
This needs to be crystal clear because, I mean, everybody's got to live in peace. There's way too much going on in the world for us to be harassing or doing whatever to our neighbors. Our neighbors are the only ones we're going to be able to depend on these days to try to take care of us because then nobody else taking care of. There's too much stuff going on in Fulton County and all around this world for us to be harassing the people. We're going to be the ones that's looking out for us.
That's the one time I disagree with you today. Well, not today, but this is the first time I disagree with her on this something. She shouldn't have anything to do with the way these people live their life. And listen, she ain't got no proof. She's making up shit in her motherfucking head. If obviously she's not paying attention to her own case, because simple fact is she done stalked this man. They should have a TPO against her because she literally left her yard and stalked Mr. Sean Sands. Literally. How do you know that these people? How do you know these people doing what they doing if you ain't looking at their ass through the window like you said you did? Okay.
If something goes wrong.
Your Honor, can I say something?
What's going on, Black Thoughts?
I did not.
Hey, what's up?
Oh man, watching this bullshit. Oh shit, I forgot.
All right, this shouldn't be. Oh my god.
Oh, that's me. Hold on, one second. You good? That was me.
All right, because I closed. Whatchamacallit.
No, it was me.
Yeah, listen. One thing I noticed is that when people saying that like everything is on everyone else, everything is on everyone else, you're the problem.
Oh yeah, for sure. She's literally the problem.
And like I said in the chat, she's sitting home looking for a problem, peeking through the blinds. So as soon as old boy come out the door and lock it and accidentally step on a yard because he's walking diagonal. Oh, he set my yard on fire.
Yeah.
Lady, you're crazy. And the husband, look, here's the thing, right? The husband, he can't say anything. Like come on. Like I said in the chat, we know who wears the strap on. Like he can't say anything. He has to stand there and just nod his head in agreement and wait for this to be done so he can go to work and get the fuck away from this batshit crazy woman.
He really didn't even have nothing to say. He was like, yeah, but they did those things and the other thing, and I seen him with a drone. Oh, okay. She didn't even ask what color the drone was, what the drone looked like, how did it get there? Nothing. I seen him flying it. Did he have the controls? I don't know. I don't know why she entertained this shit for so long. She entertained this way too long. This should have been a 3-minute case.
Well, she's got to hear the case, though.
No, she don't.
Yes, she does. What are you talking about?
That bitch crazy.
And she knows she's being recorded. She gotta remember. Didn't we decide that she was already an actress?
Yeah. She literally, that bitch crazy. That bitch is insane.
Oh yeah, listen. You could tell she's crazy about just listening to her. Like I wouldn't be able to even listen and deal with all of that for too long. I'd be like, all right, woman, shut up.
They took my Wi-Fi. They changed my password on my email. How? You didn't even. None of her claims were substantiated at all. The cops said we know they did it, but we don't have no proof. So how the fuck can they say they know that they did it?
Wait, she said they took her Wi-Fi and changed her password?
Took passwords to her email, yes. That's why they don't have emails.
Oh, this bitch, yo, she is off the rocker.
Oh, I was what I said. This shit should have been open and shut case and within 3 minutes. 3 minute case, man. That's what it should have been. 3 minutes, hands down, nothing less. Cause she crazy. She crazy.
That's why.
Bob on that channel, I am not. Bob, if you want to come on the panel, just hit the damn link. I sent the link in Black Shooter Five's channel. There's the link right there. I meant the link right there, Pop. There you go. There's the link. There's a link to the damn panel, sir.
This is crazy. Yeah, I missed what happened for the last one because I was telling my wife, our daughter going away for the first time, and she's a little, so.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is. She said for the first time, and she's little. Yeah, I get it. I'm so glad them days are over. Yeah. You said, yeah, okay. God damn it. Hold on now. You want this one too, Bob? Here we go. YouTube. I think that's not bomb.
Yeah. Then she talking about it was the pandemic and I helped the old lady cross the street. Look at how nice I am. Motherfucker, nobody don't care about that. Once you start doing that, we know you're not nice. Because nice people don't go out and say it.
Oh, that's a fact. And the fact that she could literally, no one asked you to do that shit for them. Who asked you? Just because you want to do it don't mean someone is at the mercy of you because you chose to do something so-called nice to them, for them. If you did that out of the kindness of your heart, leave it at that.
That's it. You wouldn't be here talking about, I'd help my elderly neighbor.
What? She ain't bring not one witness besides her bald-headed husband who couldn't speak to shit.
Because he at work all the time. He don't know what's going on. That man taking every OT shift he can.
Wouldn't you? She didn't stop talking for 15 minutes straight.
That's a fact. So imagine, this man go out work a 16-hour shift. Only got 8 to sleep, and you got to spend 3 of that motherfucker listening to her talk about how the next door neighbor is sabotaging her.
Yo, at least an hour he got to hear. Boy, I'd have been like, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm not taking all of that. Listen, woman, none of this shit matters to me. I'm walking away now.
Hey, if you found you a fucking hobby.
Yeah.
Get you a hobby. Obviously, your hobby is chasing down a weed whacker guy or the lawn care guy for no apparent fucking reason. And I don't understand why she didn't address that. That's something that could have been addressed. Like, why are you chasing him?
Her hobby is window watching. And so everything is an offense to her because she already has a problem with the neighbors. So she in the window, and again, like I said, if the kid here, old Mr. Virgin, walks out and is going to work and accidentally steps on her lawn, oh, they was throwing trash in my lawn.
Yeah. Get off my lawn. That's that bitch right there. Why don't you just take up gardening or something? Did she say she gardened? No, she didn't say it. Man, let's see. Hold on. Is this it? Hold on, let me see what else you got.
I'm trying to remember what she said. She said something about they burn my lawn and then they're throwing stuff over my fence all the time. And like they live in an HOA. How much stuff can they actually have to throw over your fence? Yeah. Like you don't live in a place where there's big ass trees that they're pruning and throwing over your fence.
Yeah.
Like how much stuff can you have throwing over the fence?
Well, there's that. There is that. Listen, I don't understand it my damn self. That shit's insane. That's just literally insane that she let that ride the whole time. Let me see if I can present this real quick. Share. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna put it on this one. Hold on. Whew. Person in person.
All right, the wench. So those trees are babies. You ain't got nothing to do but watch them grow.
Yeah, it's that shit is ridiculous, bro. Oh shit, I'm way too big. Let's go with here. There we go. I gotta change my OBS to that one. Boom. There we go. We're good. We're good now. So I ain't gotta. We can actually talk since this is just on here. I don't have to have it through there. We're good. We are golden. All right.
Want to bring my neighbors as witnesses, but the neighbor that
I don't want
which is
your
referred
your
to-
neighbors as witnesses. I'm telling you what to
Exactly.
do. And if you're doing something, to leave it alone and stop right now. This is your one and only warning. One more
Oh my
time in
God.
here and she's going to have proof, then everybody's going to be in trouble. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Can
Your Honor.
Thank you.
I would like to.
Everybody stay healthy and safe. Last
Damn,
warning.
she
If I
didn't
see
even
them
let that
again,
man
they'll be a different
talk.
story.
Let the
Y'all stay
man
healthy and
talk.
safe.
May I ask something, Your Honor?
Thank you. Have a good
May I
day.
ask something?
Have a good day.
That was a biased. That was a biased decision right there.
Sure was. Because
That
what
was-
I'm trying to figure out is, sorry, go ahead.
No, you good. I didn't understand. I was just saying that was a biased decision. That's it.
Because she let that woman ramble on and on and on.
I get it. She was done with the bitch, but damn, he said they was quiet the whole time. They just
That's
wanted to
what I
speak their
said.
piece. That's crazy.
And she was like, "Yo, y'all can't say nothing. Y'all doing the crime. Get out of here."
Sunshine maybe make her run after those drones. And Yo, for real. For real. Should have did something. Because even the husband didn't even go all into it like she did. That's why I know that bitch was faking the phone. She just needed something to say. That's all she needed was something to say.
That was it.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, who's that in the picture next to the judge?
I guess that's the channel owner. I guess I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Miss Fields. I don't know. That shit is that's even a fake person because it has someone reading the shit out and it's a weird shit. But
Yeah, that's funny as hell. Dead birds on my yard. Like, damn, woman, you like who got Tom? And then, right when she said she had evidence of showing she was out of town, the judge didn't even pay it any mind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She was just done with the whole shit.
That's wild. That's wild. She knows she be listen. She knows she be peeping through the blinds, waiting for old boy's midday squeeze out.
Yeah, oh, for sure. For sure.
She know that.
What is this one? Oh, this is a child support case. I like those.
Ooh, this is gonna get spicy. So, what's the conclusion for the fat black chick? You know the fat black chick angle. I said that in the chat. I was like, boy, she got that fat chick angle popping, boy.
Oh no, there was no decision that she had to she had to come into court. She had to be physically in court for this next one. She wasn't no Zoom shit because obviously she couldn't get a Zoom together. But she needed to bring her evidence that she had filed an actual court because they didn't have any proof that she filed anything or her lawyer filed anything. But she should have held her ass in contempt. I mean, I don't know how many times I'm gonna cuss your ass out. That's crazy to me.
So when is she gonna vacate the premises? At her leisure, as she said, right?
Well, I think after the 14 days. I don't know. She really didn't even talk about her leaving the property. But that's crazy. She's $12,000 in the hole. in the hole.
Surprised. I'm not surprised. Listen, my cousin and I spoke about this at the beginning of the pandemic, and she said, she was like, "Look, let me tell you what's going to happen." And sure enough, she was right. She was right. She said, "Look, a lot of these people going to end up in big problems."
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I started reading the reports that they were having, and
44,000
yep,
fucking women, just women, and
yep,
most of them were black women.
yep.
Oh, over 89% was black women. That's
It-
insane.
Here's the thing: they were double dipping. That's
Yeah.
why they were getting the checks, and then they knew they didn't have to pay rent.
Yeah.
So they were double dipping. They're like, "Oh shit, I got this money." They were going out buying all types of stuff, the most expensive wigs and weaves and all of that. They was like, "Yo, let me stock up on a snuffleupagus lashes, fly away and shit."
They got to listen, they know they got to look good for the men. That's what they said they do it. Even though they say they do it for themselves. We all know they do it for the men. But
hold
yeah.
on. But the men are telling them we don't want this.
Hey, yeah. That make sense.
That makes sense.
I don't know one time like, bitch, if you don't put them eyelashes on, bitch, go, bitch. Hey! No,
Never. Never in history have the men said, "Go out and look like snuffleupagus for me."
Yo, that shit crazy. That shit, no, that's just dumb. I don't know. But let's get on with this one. I don't know nothing about it. All it says is child support and LK.
In LK?
Everybody,
Yeah.
when I call your name, take yourself off mute and say here.
All
right,
black people.
Antoinette Holmes.
Where's Antoinette?
And I do have Marcus Bryant.
I don't see no Antoinette Holmes.
Thank you, sir. Lauren Akins
I see a Lauren.
and Don Trix Bowie.
Yeah, I don't see no Antoinette. Antoinette said, "I'm not coming. Try me."
No, Mr. Bowie.
No Bowie either. Bowie said, "Fuck paying child support."
Renee Robinson, Derek Cosby.
Nah, nigga, they ain't here either.
All right, I got Taria Fletcher and Martez Hampton.
Damn, everyone said fuck court.
They out spending them pandemic checks.
Mr. Bowie.
There goes Bowie.
You take yourself off mute.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Got you here. All right. So there's no Martez Hampton. How about Keith Sherd and India Robinson?
Yes, Lord.
Olivia George, Taru Sims.
Nope, we ain't here either.
Andrea Stevens, Trinice Stevens.
Here.
We got one.
Thank you. And I've got Sylvia Hightower and Whitney Lauren Tyler.
Yep, Lauren Tyler there. Hey, Whitney.
Whitney Tyler's here.
Present.
Okay. So all of y'all keep your cameras on. Raise your right hand for me. Ms. Stevens, raise your right hand, not scratch your head. There you go. You swear first testimony about to give us truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Well, they get
Now,
disrespectful, don't they? They get disrespectful.
Hold on, we'll get back to you in just a second. Y'all can all put your hands down. All right, we'll start with Marcus Bryant. Mr. Bryant, if you want to take yourself off mute, everybody else, you can mute yourself. Go ahead with Mr. Bryant, number one. You're on mute, Ms. Steve. Mr. Bryant, you put your hand down.
Sorry. Your Honor, this is we're asking the court to order child support for one child. The NCP was served on 12/7/2022 by third-party service. Paternity has been established through the Office of Child Support Services.
Oh, damn.
There was a date of acknowledgement of 2/7/2023.
They got
The
you.
parties were not married. There is a positive DNA test result.
One second, Ms. Steve. Mr. Bowie, I need you to be still somewhere. There you go. Thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Steve.
Okay. So the order is for
Mr. Bowie, I need you to sit down
somewhere and be, Mr. Bowie. Okay, don't drive. If you drive, I'm gonna kick you out of the meeting. Go ahead, Ms. D.
The order is for $682 for one child.
God
We're
damn.
asking for a DNA test fee of
Wait a
$66, a service fee of
$600. Is that a month for what child? Oh Lord Jesus. Oh, he don't look like he got a good paying job, but he might be someone. Why are they paying so much? Are they in Georgia? It ain't that even. Oh my God.
$45 and a court fee of $214. Ms. Thomas, would you do the financials?
Uncle Tom, you ain't shit. How you gonna say he don't look like he got a good paying job? What does a person with a good paying job look like?
They ain't got pink hair, and they gotta tell you that much. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyone that I see wearing rocking some colored hair, especially as a man, nigga, I know you ain't got no good paying job. Nigga, stop playing with me.
But wait, which one of them got pink hair? I don't see it.
Marcus Bryant, he got like not pink, it's red. I'm sorry, he got red hair.
Oh, that nigga's zesty. All right, you know what? I'm with you on that one. Go ahead. Continue. I digress. My mic is muted.
Yeah. That shit, yeah, he loves zest.
Imputed at minimum wage per the general testimony. The uncustodial parents' gross monthly income is $3,698.93 per the work number, which brings the order to $682 for one child.
That's crazy. He only makes $3,000 a fucking month. The fuck do you mean? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say?
I do got another kid, so
that don't mean nothing.
Child support for that child?
no, I take care of him.
Okay. What does that mean? You either pay child support or that child lives with you. That's the
He
only
lives with
problem.
me.
He lives with you.
Yes,
You have proof that he lives with you?
yes.
All right, so here's what they can do is, one, they can put this in place as it is and give you until, how long do you want Ms. Steve for him to bring proof that he has a child living with him that's his?
He can have 30 days, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Bryan, if you can.
Oh, he has
take
red
proof,
dreads.
Like enrollment in school or something like that, things that prove that the child lives with you, if you get it to the East Point office before 30 days, they can add that child in here as a qualified child. Now, I will tell you that qualified child,
Doesn't mean
child
shit.
support will go down maybe, at the very most, it would ever go down is like $25.
God damn.
That's a lot.
That's
It doesn't go, it doesn't all have to
crazy.
get cut in half. But, I mean, $25, that's $20 or $25. Okay?
Okay.
So.
If I may, Your Honor, can you make sure you provide us with the birth certificate that proves that you're the father of that child? And school verification, the address matches your current address with the child.
What the fuck is talking?
Need the birth certificate and address that matches the current address with the child.
Yes.
Okay?
Your Honor.
Mr. Bryant,
Yeah.
did you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's the thing. If you don't get that information down there within 20 days, I mean, yeah, but before 30 days, the case it'll just be, your child support's gonna be 682.
So I would be paying $682 a month.
Unless you take proof that you have the other child that lives with you, and then it goes down. Usually it's like $10, $15, $20, but it doesn't. Mr. Washington.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm doing well, but you know, you don't have to pull over because I'm not responsible for you wrecking on Zoom. So you gotta find,
Yes, Your Honor.
find somewhere to pull over, okay?
Yo, 682 a month?
I'm in my vehicle.
687 a month, bro.
That's $700 a month for some little bastard that's only gonna get about 300 because the government taking 400. No, excuse me. Let me do the math again. That's only gonna get
70%.
Look, that's only gonna get for some little bastard that's only gonna get 100 because the government taking half and the mother spending the other half on wigging and weaving and sandaling. So the little kid ain't gonna see none of it.
Let's do the math right now. Let's do the math right now. What does it say? What? Well, that's he's about 100% right. Wigging and weaving. Shit. $700. Let's round it up to $700, right? Multiply.
Are we gonna go right by that perfect tagline of wigging and weaving and sandling?
So,
Hey, so Kai, I can't take responsibility for that. That's O'Shea Duke.
That is fantastic.
okay. So the government's gonna get $490 of that every month.
Yep, you know it.
Minus that $700, she's gonna get $210 for that child.
And the kid's gonna get $10.
So child support is so stupid. Jesus Christ, bro.
Here, son. Here's your happy meal from your father. See, he's a deadbeat. That's exactly how that's gonna. That's exactly what that's gonna look like.
Listen, this shit's a fucking sham, bro.
That's okay. Just find some place to pull over and then jump back on, okay?
I'm pulling over right now, Your Honor. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm pulling over right now.
Okay. So, Mr. Bryant, that's what it is. If you take proof about the child, the birth certificate, that you're the father, child lives with you, etc., then, like I said, it would go down a little bit. But if not, it's $682 and it starts May 1st.
$682.
All right, why is it that high though?
Yeah, that's my question.
They put this money into the worksheet and they got you at $3,698.92 a month gross because they go on gross income, and she is imputed at.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's do the math. What that bitch say he made? Let's see what this $3,600.
$92 a month gross because they go on gross income, and that's what it is. If you take proof about the child, the birth certificate, that you're the father, child lives with you, etc., then, like I said, it would go down a little bit. But if not, it's $682 and it starts May 1st.
All right, why is it that high though?
Well, it's because they put this money into the worksheet and they got you at $3,698.92 a month gross because they go on gross income, and she is imputed at a minimum wage.
This nigga, wait a minute. This nigga only makes $44,000 a month. I mean, a year. God damn. This is Georgia. Shit.
They put it in the child support worksheet.
And she only make minimum wage. Oh my God.
Believe it or not, is a little more fair than it used to be. Because they used to just take, 23 or 24% of your check, period, no matter what she makes.
So honestly, though, if you really think about it, in the grand scheme of things, if she's getting 700 and he makes almost 3,700,
she ain't getting the 700.
I get that, but what I'm saying is, it's 700 a month, right? And he makes 3,700. I mean, what percentage of that is his check, really?
Enough, goddamn it. Too much.
Well, I get it, but I'm just saying the guy's making about 3,700 and they taking 700.
Well, you know what? I thought these independent strong fucking women
Well,
need to
come
get out
on
there and
now.
get this money. Yo, I don't care what it is. If the child's only getting $210 out of the whole 700, why are you taking goddamn? Why are you taking 23% of my check? Oh, that's not bad. I guess if he's making 23%.
That's what I said. That's what I said. If the guy,
I hate to be mad about it, but damn, that's still $700, and that's before taxes, bruh.
no, I get it. I'm just saying. Listen, if the guy's making 3,700 a month and he's only getting 700 taken out,
And you know what? That's when I start working at McDonald's again. Fuck it.
that's
We all
a
gonna
fact.
we all gonna be on minimum wage. Then you gonna get $10, and we I can't be mad. You getting if I'm only making $1,200 a month, goddamn it, you only gonna get 23. Let me see how much.
And here's the problem, right? The woman ain't gonna see nowhere near that, and then she gonna start calling him a deadbeat because they have no realization that the government is taking all of it. They
So,
just saying they just thinking he only paying $100.
So hear me out. So if he made $1,200 a month, 23% of that is $276. right? Out of that, the government gonna take 70%. So you got to multiply that by 0.7. That's $193. $103. God damn. That leave that bitch with $66. Yo, she gets $66 if that nigga was working at McDonald's. And then
Yo,
working on the table somewhere else.
oh, that's a fact. Yo, listen, I told you, right? Well, I didn't tell you, but I always said this. I want Uncle Sam's accountant.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Whoever Uncle Sam's accountant is, I want that guy to be my accountant because that motherfucker is a genius.
Jesus Christ, that's insane. All right, let's keep going.
Okay, so make sure you take all that information by the East Point Child Support Office. It'll remain at $682 a month.
And see what he should do. What he should do, he should get them numbers. Run them numbers to her. Look, bitch, this is what you asked for. This is what you're gonna get on a monthly basis, no matter what it is. And guess what? I ain't doing nothing else.
That's what my uncle told me.
I ain't doing nothing else. What you got? You got the money that you got from them government.
Yo,
Holla at your boy.
That's what my uncle said. My uncle said if a woman ever puts you on child support, don't give her a red penny, a red cent more. He said her and the government decided what they're getting is enough and you give nothing more.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. I agree wholeheartedly with that. But yo, that's just stupid.
The child support office is open for walk-ins Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 until 3.
Who is this
Tuesday,
bitch talking?
and Thursday from 9 until 3. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bryant.
He don't look too happy.
Thank you.
So I just leave.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
just leave, sir.
Yeah, bro.
I was going to say, Your Honor, Carl Washington.
I
think
see
he
he's
is.
there, but he was driving, Mr. Ridgway. He's got to pull over.
I've already pulled over, Your Honor.
All right, so, can you turn your camera back on, Mr. Washington?
Yes, 1 second, please. I thought it was on. I apologize.
You talking about you pulled over, but your
I'm
signal.
here, Your Honor.
So you haven't filed an entry of appearance on Mr. Ridgway, but you intend to?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Right, and you need this, what reset date would you like? Because our next date, we were gonna reset it to is April the 20th.
April 20th is fine, Your Honor.
Mr. Washington, are you planning on filing a private action for legitimation, or you're coming back on this case specifically, just for child support?
Initially he came to have it done, so it was going to be a private action to get it done. That was our initial conversation.
Is that what you plan on doing?
Yes.
All right, so we can set it out even further, or do you want to do a all dismissed until?
Yeah, that would be better for us if you don't mind, Your Honor. If that wouldn't be an inconvenience to the court.
If you set it out further, Your Honor, Mr. Washington, once you file it, please fax a courtesy copy to our office or email it so that we can take care of the case on our end.
And once we see that you filed it, we'll dismiss it.
Say it again, Your Honor?
Once we see that you filed it, we'll dismiss it.
Oh, he's getting off child support.
Do you plan on filing it before April the 20th, or do you need us to set it out a little bit further?
A little further would be more convenient for me.
All right, Ms. Steve, what do you?
Do you have anything in May?
We have May the 4th and May the 11th.
How about May 11th?
May the 11th,
Yes.
confirming the time.
Mr. Washington, if you don't mind, file an entry in here so we'll have your address, your email address, but they'll send the new notice to you or to your client.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, yes, ma'am. I'll find my interest by close of business tomorrow.
Okay, and we'll see you May the 11th. But like I said, if you file that private action, you send that proof, they'll dismiss the case. Okay, so you can handle it.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Ridgway. Y'all stay healthy and safe. Have a good weekend.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's the type of goddamn case I want. In and out.
Mr. Bowie, can you take yourself off mute? All right, go ahead for Mr. Bowie's case, number 2.
All right, Your Honor, we're asking the court to grant a child support order in the amount of $257 for one child, effective
Wait a
May 1st.
minute.
The service date.
Wait.
He went to McDonald's, Uncle Tom. He left his job and said, "Yo, I'm flipping burgers."
Yo.
Said, "I'm out of here."
Yo, that motherfucker said, "Fuck all this shit. I'm going. Hey, I ain't got nothing." Hey, smart man, I guess.
It was 10/27 of 2022. The notice was sent out 2/23/2023. The Rule NISI was dated 3/2 of 2023. Child support, paternity leave was established through the Office of Child Support on 12/27/2022.
How much raise
There
do we
is
got?
a date of acknowledgement of 3/16/2020. We're asking the court for court fees of $214 and a DNA test fee of $66. Ms. Thomas?
Yes, the custodial parent's income was reported as $3,541.65 per general testimony. And the non-custodial parent was imputed at $1,261.50.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's what I said.
Well, hold on. She makes $3,600. He makes $1,200, and he's got to pay child support.
Oh, that's right. She's a custodial. That's right.
Yes.
Oh, she balling. She making almost about a little bit of. She about $42,000 a year, maybe 43.
And now, and he makes $1,200. That motherfucker making $300 a week. Yeah, he working at McDonald's. He said, "Fuck this bitch. I'm going to flip burgers."
I told you that $1,200. That's what I was. Listen, I was damn near right. $210. That's how much he. God damn.
That's
how
crazy.
How much they said he gonna get his bitch?
Reported as $3,540.
Paternity leave was established through the Office of Child Support on 12/27/2022. There is a date of acknowledgement of 3/16/2020. We're asking the court for court fees of $214 and a DNA test fee of $66.
That's too much money.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes, the custodial parent's income was reported as $3,541.65 per general testimony. And the non-custodial parent was imputed at $1,261.50 per Georgia DOL.
$1,256.
$300 a week.
With them giving her $3,541.65 gross monthly income, and they imputed you at minimum wage, so your monthly child support would be $257.
Boy, my math is always working.
Okay.
And that'll start May 1st, man.
That nigga. All right, cool. I ain't paying $700.
So I'm at this moment I'm getting ready to join the army. So how would I do that?
Oh, nigga, why did you say that?
Who I need to give that to? So
I don't know. I mean, I was in the Army too, and I'm glad you decided to. Oh man, Ms. Clark Davis isn't even on here.
How old is he?
Air Force. But I'm glad you decided to join the Army. But I'll let you know this, Mr. Bowie.
Your child support gonna go up.
One thing that will get you in trouble in the military quicker than anything is not paying your child support. Now they'll end up probably taking that out of your check there, because basic training don't make that much money. It's pretty much I was in the Army a long time ago. It's probably went up just a little bit, but so just make sure you don't get behind, because that will jack you up in the military. Okay. So you need to let them know, because then once your employer changes, you need to let them. Have you went to like the MEP station and had your physical exam and got sworn in that first time, that unofficial sworn in?
I go to MEPS next week.
Okay, you go to MEP, so then do this unofficial swearing in. Well, it's kind of your first swearing, that not unofficial. At the end of that, that's a long day for you, Mr. Bowie. That is a long day at the MEP station. Okay, go to MEPS. It's a long day. At the end of the day, they swear you in. So while you're there, while they're doing physical and stuff like that, there'll be somebody that you can talk to about that. And then they'll swear you in again, obviously, once you ship out. Has your recruiter given you any ideas what your first day is going to be when you're going to leave out once you get through MEPS?
Not yet. We didn't get in depth with that yet.
Okay. So, but I would ask those folks there, because there's some people there. It's going to be a hurry up and wait day for you, Mr. Bowie. It's gonna be a long,
I remember that day. Hurry up and wait for real.
remember that day. You guys just gotta be patient. There'll be somebody there that you can ask, and if not, just call your recruiter. Your recruiter should be able to give you that information, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
But you need to understand that there could be a delay, so that the time you're in the military, that time you're in basic training, that may not get taken out of your check. So hopefully you've got somebody that you trust, a sibling or a parent, that can write that check for you, or you can do an automatic draft out of your account just to make sure it gets paid, okay? Because you don't want to be in there and the license gets suspended and everything else, all right?
All right.
So this will start on May 1st. Well, thank you for your future service, and thank you for choosing the Army like I did, because that's the best one right there. And Mr. Boo, it's just a suggestion. I'm just suggesting that you go airborne. I'm just suggesting that now. Not that I favor that, because I went airborne. But I'm just saying.
I'm going better than that. I'm going 18 X-ray.
Hi, Mr. Boo.
But wait, who's the baby mother?
It's $257.
She didn't show up.
I don't know, but ain't nothing better than airborne, but okay. All right, Mr. Boo.
I'll get airborne in the packet.
But yeah,
So who was the old bitch up top speaking for him?
When I was in. But make sure to ask your
That's
recruiter
a
about
person
that,
who
and then
does
maybe
a
the-
money
maybe
money
the better
assessment.
person to ask about
Oh, okay.
child support, and they may tell you the same thing. Have it set up on auto pay, at least while you're in basic,
Leave it
until
alone.
they can do something to take it out of your check.
Damn dog is driving me insane. Leave it.
All right. Good luck, Mr. Bowie. Be thinking about you.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one.
You too. All right. So now we've got Trinice Stevens, position 7. Go ahead for Trinice Stevens.
All right, Your Honor. Your Honor, we're asking the court to grant child support in the amount of $264 for one child, effective May 1st. Service date was 1/3/2020 through third-party service. This is a case with the custodial parent.
Oh, you don't want to say
versus-
father? You
I'm
don't
not
want to
sure
say
who the other
father?
person is, it's
The
the legal
fuck
guardian.
Ms. Stevens, are you the other parent, or are you just a guardian?
I'm the parent. My child lives with me.
Okay.
My
All right,
child.
I have a service fee of
The
$45.
child who's the child that lives with you?
Naja Dubose.
Do you have proof that the child lives with you?
Yes, I've emailed it over to Miss Felicia Boyd. The legal guardian is not living here in the state at all.
When did the child?
And I'm sorry, you guys, in this case, the verification that was provided wasn't like the school records, and there was conflicting information as far as the address where she was living and the verification provided for the child. Ms. Stevens had a couple of settlement appointments to try to figure this situation out. So we still don't have proof that the child lives with her.
They're gonna need other stuff than what you got, like proof that you've enrolled her in school, etc. So we could give this one reset and give you a chance to do it, or we can go ahead and do the child support. As long as you can get that information to her by May 1st, then they can just dismiss the child support. But you've got to take more than just, you got to take proof, like you've got her enrolled in school and things like that.
It seems to be really hard considering the fact that the legal guardian is not living in the state and the information is secured away from me, so I can't even get access to it.
Do you have, if the child is living with you, did you enroll the child in school?
No.
The legal guardian came into state to enroll the child in the school. I have a letter from the person that I've been living with who also has made it known that my child is living with me in this place.
What it kind of seems like you need to do is go get a lawyer and talk about some guardianship, having it terminated if someone has a guardianship and they're not keeping the child. So you need to go get a lawyer. Let's reset this out so y'all can have another conference. What'll give y'all time to have another conference where y'all can sit down, because you need to go seek legal counsel, Ms. Stevens.
That's insane. Like,
What month would you like, Your Honor?
What the hell is going on there?
That bitch ain't got no custody. That's what's going on.
Speak
who
to
the
a lawyer,
guardian?
retain one, talk to legal aid.
It's obviously not the father.
Maybe 11.
Well, they never wanted to be the father. They want to give it to everybody else but the father.
Legal quagmire going on there that you got to figure out. And
Oh, this might be going on because it's got.
My friend's going to say that the child lives here. That's not going to be enough.
Oh yeah, something going on.
My grandmother actually wrote a letter and had it notarized that I
Your
brought
grandmother,
into.
your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your sister, doesn't matter. I need legal documentation. God knows I'll trust a grandmama, but I can't on this. I need legal documentation. So I suggest you go to legal aid or somewhere and get a lawyer if you can't afford to get one, but you need to go see a lawyer.
I was told that having the letter in writing and notarized, breaking it into the to the building.
I don't know who told you that, but that's not enough.
Ms. Stevens, most of the time when you are seeking an attorney, you're probably going to have to ask for two different categories, because guardianships are usually terminated in probate court and or juvenile court. So whoever you speak to or retain, make sure they understand what's going on.
Better write that
Uncle
shit down.
Tom, can you pause it?
Yes, sir.
We'll see you.
Who you think she going to for her legal advice?
Her mama or her grandmama.
And the sisterhood.
Yeah.
That's who she going to. It amazes me, right, how women will walk into court without a lawyer, and then when they do walk into court with a lawyer, they want the man to pay for it all.
Did you see the one early this morning?
No, I had to go jigaboo wrangle, so I missed it.
Bro, that bitch is the epitome of first off, she's going against a basketball player that played for the Sacramento Kings.
Sacramento, you said, right?
Yeah. Man, that bitch, they should have held her ass in contempt like 17 times.
Oh, she was just out of control, huh?
Yeah, well, she just don't know how to be a lawyer. And she tried to be a fucking lawyer.
Yo, they all do it. That's what's so weird. Like the other woman last week. Is it true that, lady, what? Me tying my left shoe first has nothing to do with this herring.
Well, I will tell you this: the one last week did a way better job than this woman.
Really?
This bitch said that the fucking judge was not a judge, and he couldn't do nothing. He couldn't do this, and he doesn't have jurisdiction, and like she was court shopping. Called the judge and said the judge was pretty much taking bribery. Everything.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it was fucking stupid, bro.
What?
Yeah, because this one's over. This is going to be them talking the rest of the time.
You need to get back in touch with them.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this one's over.
Yo, and they...
We can bring it up. Hold on one second.
Yo, I don't understand how they allowed to get away with that.
Like three or four times she said the judge was taking bribery. I'll say bribery.
Yo, and they just let that fly. Yo, one time, right, when I was getting locked up for disorderly conduct, I said to the judge, yo, is there some sort of fine I could pay to get out of this? Mother looked at me and said, are you bribing me? I said, what the fuck, bro? I said, fine. What are you talking about, bro? Like, how the fuck are you that? Where'd you get that? I said, fine. Like, that, yeah, but you know what? They're allowed to get away with all of that shit. Just ramble off, say anything.
All right, we got it. I ain't gonna play the whole damn thing because it's long. And it gets sad towards the end because the bitch is trifling.
She just starts saying anything, throwing anything at the wall.
No, you tell she's using the child because the child has developmental issues. And you can tell how she fucking used the child to placate against the father, which is ridiculous. And it makes you want to
what's his name, though?
Rayshawn Holmes.
Oh, okay.
So let's see.
Violence. He is known to be.
Ms. Holmes, now.
All right,
Court
so
and law enforcement resources will have to be devoted to this, all because petitioner wants to keep the
she
party's
did
child
everything
away
what
from
she
his
did. She did
father
what she was supposed
and
to
is
do.
trying to pit one court against another so that she can get away with that. We're asking that her case be dismissed and that petitioner be ordered to pay all of the attorney's fees that my client has been forced to incur in defending against petitioner's latest attempt to evade the California court orders. And we're asking for those under both 1913-4A10 and 915-14.
So, backfill. The bitch was in Sacramento. Judge gave sole custody to Rayshawn with her having supervised visitation.
Good for him.
Keyword, supervised visitation. Who do you think has a child?
Yeah, he should, right?
She has a child. She keeps saying that he is beating the child with no proof.
But wait, he was given full custody, right?
Yes, sir.
And her was supervised visitation, right?
Yes, sir.
So how is it that
Exactly? That should have been filed. That should have been a contempt charge right there. She took out of state. She left out of state. She went to she went to another judge to get everything else being done in L.A. That didn't happen because they said Sacramento or
Yo,
LA
hold on. Sorry. This chat's getting out of hand.
What?
Read the comments and then look at what Check Cash says.
Hold on, let me bring this over because I can't see.
Yo, look at what the wedge says, and then look at what Check Cash says. Yo, y'all ain't shit, all right? Let me burst y'all bubble. Yeah. Yo, god damn, the wedge. I thought we was cool.
Black man that has a voice and ex-con. Don't lie.
Yo, these motherfuckers got me. Yo, they got me. Yo, I spent a weekend in jail, and I'm the hardest criminal they ever seen, huh?
Well,
God
you from
damn.
New York. You from New York, bro. You know that. You pushing niggas off the subway.
Pushing motherfuckers off the subway, right?
No, but you know what? Let's give you a little. Let's bring you back some, just a little bit, so you can hear a little bit what's going on. Cause it was
and the claim she made on her own behalf. The second ground on which we're seeking dismissal is that this matter has already been litigated and adjudicated in California. Petitioner filed a request for domestic violence restraining order in Los Angeles County on February 9th based on the same allegations.
So I heard this part earlier. I heard this part.
The Los Angeles court, where an ongoing custody case between the parties is currently pending, held a 2-day hearing on February 17th and 18th, and then dismissed petitioner's request for a restraining order, finding that she had not met her burden of proving her claims, the same claims that she's making here today. Undeterred by her case being dismissed, petitioner refiled her request for a domestic violence restraining order in Sacramento County on March 9th. And again, alleging that she's been withholding the child from my client since February 23rd, despite the valid court order granting my client sole legal and physical custody. He's not been able to see his son in over 2 months. So we're asking this court to issue an order domesticating the April 22nd California order, a certified copy of which was filed along with our motion to dismiss, so that my client can work with law enforcement here to retrieve his son. And so more court and law enforcement resources will have to be devoted to this, all because petitioner wants to keep the party's child away from his father and is trying to pit one court against another so that she can get away with that. We're asking that her case be dismissed and that petitioner be ordered to pay all of the attorney's fees that my client has been forced to incur in defending against petitioner's latest attempt to evade the California court orders. And we're asking for those under both 1913-4A10 and 915-14.
So she's been holding him for 2 months. He has supposed to have sole and legal custody of the child. But she keeps petitioning, saying that he's abusing the child with no fucking evidence. It's already been dismissed twice in California. So she came here to do the same thing. Came to Georgia to do the same exact fucking thing, bro.
That's incredible.
Why no one been held? She ain't been held in contempt and charged with kidnapping. I don't know.
That's incredible. And she's trying to go to a different state to get her way.
Yeah.
One state has already said 3 times, not once, 3
Yes.
times. One state said, "Hey, this is bull crap."
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I
Yeah.
want to see what this judge is going to do. This is going to be interesting.
Well, the judge did
Ms. Holmes,
nothing
now
pretty much
it's
though.
your turn to respond to her motion.
But the court case
Okay?
is already
So this
over.
is you making your
I can
case.
give you the winner of
This
it.
is you responding to her motion of the orders in California.
Sounds like the woman is the winner,
Yes.
even though he has full
Yes,
custody.
and I will also attach the additional evidence. First, I wanted to say that the things that she is saying is definitely hearsay. I have spoken to all law enforcement in Sacramento. I have spoken to the
Listen to this.
child abduction unit in Los Angeles.
He's
I would
spoken
like
to
to start
all
by
law
saying I would
enforcement.
never relitigate the same issue. February, the violence that happened on February 6th. When I immediately came here, my ex-husband has manic issues of violence. He is known to be violent. And I have a history of him being violent. On February 6th, when he harmed our son, I told the Sacramento police that we were fearful because he has broken into my house and abused me before. I said that we were fearful, and that's also provided in the police report from even 2017 that I sent in evidence. The police told me that it was okay. That we
Objection to hearsay, Your Honor.
Okay, but I can't hear what
I have a police report. And
okay, but
so
hold on. Okay, so so what you need to respond to is like her motion. It's
okay.
Not, it's not testimony about anything that's happened, so I can't hear anything else anybody else said.
Okay. So when we were transferred, we came from California to Georgia on the 6th, and then we're made to come back. DFAX was even contacted. He contacted me and told me if I didn't return back to California, he was going to find a way to take RJ and have somebody harm me. We came back and then we litigated there. Los Angeles County does not have jurisdiction over the original violence or any at all because he doesn't live in Los Angeles County. The only person that is forum shopping to make sure that the violence is heard in a venue that is beneficial to them is Rashawn Holmes. He is an athlete that feels like he is above the law and can get his way. He is on record violating orders. We have final orders that we fought for. The person that is making these orders for as far as the orders for April 22nd, those orders were made after he already threatened to call the child abduction unit in Los Angeles, and I called them first. Rashawn does not live in Los Angeles and never has had a lease in Los Angeles. I used to live in Los Angeles. I've been a resident of Georgia since November. The person that made those orders is a private mediator that gets paid $2,000 an hour by my ex-husband. He is a mediator to the stars, and he is known for giving rich men their way. Rashawn lied to the Sacramento court. That
was one time she used to say he's taking bribes. That's pretty much saying he's taking a bribe.
Yeah, but and she's also going with the he's rich and powerful angle.
Yeah. Like Smith, I mean, you're right. A dude would be in jail.
Oh, absolutely a dude would be in jail. And the funny thing is, she's accusing him of breaking all kind of orders, but she's broken every order because he has full custody and she's keeping a child. But I'm breaking all the orders, but she's the bad guy.
Yeah.
You can't make this shit up.
No, you can't.
I did do the domestic violence restraining order on March 9th. I contacted the district attorney's office before I even did so because and her saying that he hasn't seen Rashawn and RJ in 2 months is not true because after the 6th, I complied and let RJ go again from the 20th to the 23rd of February. So he returned again after the abuse that happened on February 6th.
Wait, hold on. Pause it real quick.
When he returned back to me,
hold on.
I said that
I complied, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has full custody, but I complied and let him stay for 2 days. Okay.
So the backstory is as soon as he was awarded sole physical custody, she went to the police station and filed what is it called in a DVRO, domestic violence restraining order against him, claiming that he beat the son, not her, but the son. And ever since then, she's had the child, kept it away from him. And then even after having she immediately once he won sole physical custody and everything else, with her having visitation, she went to the cops and said he was an abuser. And this is the same reason why he's suing the paper because some Sacramento Bee and the CEO of it, and he's suing her because they made false allegations, accused him shit. The paper took her side and ran with it without being impartial, and he has a strong case. I don't know if he's going to win it, but he did.
Yo, Locksmith, you're right. A minimum of 30K. My buddy was up to 40K to get his kids.
Mm-hmm. And on top of that, he went and hired Camille from Johnny Depp case.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. Smart man. He about to get paid in the shade.
Camille was nice in that case.
Mm-hmm. She's on the case now, so let's continue hearing the lies from this tramp.
He was still afraid to go, and that his father.
Objection to hearsay.
No, we have CPS workers.
I can't hear what they said. You just have to state factual things.
Okay, factual things is that my son came home and said that he was.
Objection to anything that the child said.
Yeah. Okay. So what she's talked about are court orders.
Okay, so the court order from March 9th was made after there was more alleged violence based on the things that was said to me by my child. I then took that information to the proper venue. The police in Sacramento told me that.
Objection to hearsay.
All right, so I can't hear what the police said.
Okay, yes, but I was under the belief that I had jurisdiction in Sacramento, and so did the judge on March 9th for the additional violence that took place. And they issued me a restraining order. This motion to dismiss is what he always does because he has the money to get a lawyer and submit anything into the court. He tried to motion to dismiss the March 9th DVRO 3 times, and the judge exactly what we're doing now, and the judge dismissed it. When we did finally go to court on March,
but there's no reason for that.
He dismissed this shit 3 times. This bitches keep going back over and over and over again. And this is just another. That's why to me this should have been a 30 fucking second case.
Yep.
30 fucking seconds. Because just like Simpson said, this court has no jurisdiction. The jurisdiction is still in California.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you in Georgia trying to file something? But I'll tell you more afterwards.
30th for extending the DVRO, he lied and told the Sacramento, California court, which is in our orders, that he does not live in Sacramento, even though that's where he currently is and that's where he was served. Forum shopping, in order to get the forum in your proper, where you want it to be heard, you lied to the court and told them that you did not live in Sacramento. And do.
Don't talk to him.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And in order to 1 second.
Now, mind you, right? She right now is walking in the house that he pays for.
So in an effort to continue to get his way, I'm sorry, I had to move around because my son's.
Isn't that what everyone does in court? Efforts to get their way.
That he did in Sacramento because he just doesn't want the violence to be heard. So after March 30th, he was him and his family began attacking me in media, and we were told that it is totally okay for us to go back to our home in Georgia. We were only there on visitation purposes. After March 30th, after he lied and told the judge that he did not live in Los Angeles. We spoke to the California domestic violence advocate for the Secretary of State, and I filled out a good cause notification, and I filled out a safe at home program with which is a domestic violence program in California, in order to make sure that I lawfully came back to my home in Georgia. We were in domestic violence shelter from March 30th. I even gave him the opportunity to meet with RJ, with a mediator to speak about the things that RJ was saying about what happened to him. He refused. He is only interested in controlling me, controlling RJ, and controlling the situation. Also, the violence has taken place here. A DFACS worker came to speak to RJ separately, and this is about my 6-year-old saying that he is afraid. And if that wasn't the situation, then the DFACS worker wouldn't have issued us a safety plan. Also, the police, the Sandy Springs police and the Fulton County police were contacted. I showed them those orders, and the orders from a private mediator that is privately paid on a fiduciary in a fiduciary fashion by one party. Those are not orders by a superior court judge. That is not a superior court judge. I complained to the commissions on judicial performance, and I filled out a appellate motion to dissolve the stipulation. What we're in is a mediated stipulation.
Hey, what do you think an appellate is?
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
It's a pellet.
Oh, appellate. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking the appellate courts, but I didn't. I was like, wait, well, maybe it's something different. Okay.
Get a lawyer, bitch. Get a fucking lawyer.
Yeah, you spending his money. Get a fucking lawyer.
Neutral, who is not supposed to be making
She thought she was too
changes to
smart.
our stipulation, as you see from the letter that I received from the judicial commissions of performance. He is not a judge. He is not a member of the bench, and he is not a member. And the orders that he creates are paid orders by $2,000 an hour. The stipulation, that is the only thing that the evidence that I wasn't able to provide.
But these things must be legal if the courts are abiding by them.
Wrong, it's because
But of course, he's just a retired judge, and we know, as a judge, you still are a lawyer, which you can do as mediator, whatever. We'll go with that. Mediator, you can write up orders, as long as
And
you
will the
follow them in
courts
proper way.
recognize that?
Yes, they were.
So
In California, yes, sir.
So why is she making it like he's just going to the whole criminal enterprise to make things happen?
Because she thinks she's on. She thought she was on something, but judge kind of sets her straight a little bit.
I'm just trying to protect our son, who says that he's afraid of you. He is actively lying in order to, I'm sorry. He is actively and purposely forum shopping in order to get out of each court. He lied to the Sacramento court to say, oh, I don't live here. And now here he is saying, a superior court judge. If I called the Los Angeles court, and they know nothing about these orders. This is a mediator that is a mediator to the stars. He gets paid hourly by my ex-husband in order to give his way. If he stops giving his the mediator that made these orders about abduction, and this mediator has also done all different types of
Bitch, you did abduct him. He has sole custody. This is insane.
The fact that they're allowed to get away with this constantly is infuriating. Because men will never be allowed to get away with this, even if they're right. She's allowed to get away with it being wrong. Even if a man is right, he will not be allowed to get away with this.
Yeah, that's insane.
Unlawful practices in order to give my ex-husband his way, because he is a rich athlete that feels like everything is supposed to go their way. I have been in compliance with everything. We have been divorced since 2019. I have been in compliance with everything that lawfully that I was supposed to do. I would never do anything
Except for give him
unlawful
his
because I
fucking
don't even
child.
have the millions of dollars to fight in court. He does. What I'm saying is true and provable down to each letter with a piece of evidence. I wasn't able to provide all the evidence this morning. I was planning on doing all of that before the 13th, but to say that the violence didn't happen in Georgia, it absolutely has. He and his family members are on a line actively threatening me, showing guns, and I have text messages of him threatening my life the day that I served him. I served him. And he was served to the best of my ability. I served the document that I received after our hearing on Monday. I also checked with domestic violence advocacy here just to make sure that what I'm doing cannot be considered forum shopping, because that's not something that I would ever want to do. He is the one that now provided evidence saying that this Superior Court judge ordered, the Los Angeles Superior Court knows nothing about the orders that the mediator Thomas Trent Lewis has issued. Thomas Trent Lewis is not a member of the bench, and the orders that he has created, he is a neutral hired by a law firm.
So this says that Judge Lewis is
So hold on.
He is
So
retired.
hold on real quick. So she served a violent man herself, has been keeping the kid unlawfully from a violent man, and yet she's here to talk about it and has not said that he has aggressed her in any way.
Not one time that she said that.
Okay, but he's a violent man.
Only towards his son. Only towards his son.
Oh, okay.
He keeps hitting him in the same knot on the same side of his head.
I mean, you can tell by my accent, I'm not a California lawyer, and don't think I practice law in California. Wouldn't even try to practice law in California. But I will tell you that there are retired judges and senior judges here in Georgia that would take some offense to saying that they're not real judges. So,
I apologize, Judge. Definitely.
No, I'm just saying. So this.
I'm speaking in terms of this case. He is not. I'm sure he spent time on the bench. He is a retired judge.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And it looks like, so let me kind of get you back on track. All right. If you don't mind, Ms. Simpson.
Please.
Okay. So it looks like these are orders that are signed, that have been submitted. Findings after a hearing, federal custody support. They're orders that has his electronic signature, and it looks like they were sent to a couple different lawyers.
Yes.
One of these lawyers, yours. So it was on one's January the 3rd. There's another one that was April the 22nd. So tell me, what is it that you have to say about the April the 22nd? Because the way I'm reading this, you correct me if I'm wrong. Because like I said, I like to tell people, I know when I open my mouth.
No,
you gotta keep your camera on, Mr. Holmes. Hold on, wait on Mr. Holmes, because we don't know if he's there, and he's got to keep his camera on, because this is akin to walking out of my courtroom when you turn your camera off.
Your Honor, I don't know what's going on with my camera. I'm still here.
Did you get a phone call? Sometimes you got to. You got to like?
No, ma'am. I went on mute and the video cut off, and I'm hitting to start the video now, and it's not starting.
All right.
That big ass house he in, the new heat connected to a different Wi-Fi.
No, sir, that's fine. So I'm looking at this April 22nd order. Okay, are you familiar with it?
Yes.
Okay, so it was electronically signed by Judge Lewis on April 22nd, and in here. Okay, so this is where I'm kind of having some. Because I can call out. I don't know what time it is out there, but I can call out there. It says, let's see. I want to make sure if you got it in your hand. Let's see. Okay, there's a case number. You're the petitioner. Mr. Holmes is the respondent. or plaintiff and defendant. So it says, respondent shall select 3 professionals and monitors to provide said names to you. You shall then choose 3 of those professionals monitors that you may use for your visitation. So it looks like at some point, you're supposed to have supervised visits and pay supervisor. Right? I'm sorry,
Yes.
he's going to pay supervisor. So this was on the 22nd.
Yes, and that was made.
So this was, and it's signed by Judge Lewis. Okay, so hold on, back up. Okay, listen, go back. Sorry, these are all scanned in. Let me get back to. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's marked. All right. So the findings after a hearing. There was a hearing. The hearing proceeded at April the. Let me share my screen so you can see where I'm at.
No, I can see. I know. I know.
That's a fact
So it
check,
says,
Chad.
April the 21st
Yeah, for
at
sure.
8 a.m. Good for Judge Lewis getting up that early. I like it. All right. So 8 a.m. Let's see. Ms. O'Brien appeared at 8 a.m. on behalf of you. Filed the substitution of counsel because you said you wanted to. I guess that's pro se, but pro per. So you want to represent yourself. So there's modification, custody and parenting time. Here it said that sole legal and sole physical custody was awarded to Mr. Holmes.
Yes. And after I contacted the family, the Stanley Moss Family Court in Los Angeles, and also contacted the district attorney's office in Los Angeles, orders that are made by a private mediator fiduciary, he cannot change our final orders. They are supposed to be a neutral, and he does not have.
This is a court order. So I mean, like I said, I wasn't there. It says this is a court order. So that was a hearing,
and that was made, and it's because and mind you, you know, the defendant does pay Judge Lewis, and the night before that happened, I made them aware that we were in a domestic violence shelter and how we were being treated was unfair. And
did you hear it?
I heard it.
Tell you, this bitch get away with everything.
Don't they all?
Yeah.
Will be alerting the presiding judge that presides over this stipulation, because everything that is put in our stipulation, and if there are changes made, is supposed to go through the actual Stanley Moss Family Court. When we have Zoom court, they're similar to meetings. So that was his attempt to, the night before, I emailed them and told them that we were in a domestic violence shelter, and that you know, I was still being threatened, because of course the defendant is not going to say what he's been doing, and it even down to the violence that took place with our son.
So let me see what's so. I don't know what kind of athlete he is.
Yo, she like, yo.
I don't care.
But
really
that was his attempt. You know,
but look here, I don't care. Famous, I'm famous. I'm a big deal. In Atlanta, I'm a big deal. Okay? So he ain't a big deal. Ain't nobody out here a big deal but me. I'm kind of a big deal. All right?
Yes.
Look,
and once
I guess he's hold on. He's probably tall, so he probably plays basketball. And I'm not impressed with that. I'll tell you why I'm not impressed with that, because I have played basketball longer than LeBron James, but it doesn't mean he's better than me. Okay? So bring LeBron out here and I'll whip you up too. And I played basketball longer than him. So don't mean he's better than me. Okay. So all that athlete stuff, I don't care.
And I'm glad you said that, Your Honor, because honestly, we can't act like that aspect doesn't exist, because that is one of the reasons why I'm getting threatened. And that's one of the reasons why he wants to stay in private court, because once the violence.
So I don't care. So don't worry about money.
That's a fact, locksmith.
I don't care about that. I don't care who he is. And, you know, I'll meet you on the basketball court, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you. But I'm just telling you. Okay. That's it. So I don't care about it. What I care about are these allegations of violence. And like Ms. Simpson had brought up, when has Mr. Holmes been to Georgia and commit? Because here's the thing. Something has to have happened in Georgia. So when's Mr. Holmes been to Georgia and been to Georgia and committed acts of violence?
Yes, and what I'm going off of for that is I look to see, does he have ties in Georgia? Does he work here? And did the violence happen in Georgia? He absolutely has threatened me. I've received the threatening here.
But has he been to Georgia to threaten you?
And he also put a tracking device in RJ's bag that we had to get rid of.
iPad,
And
nigga.
his RJ's he gave him an iPad, and he was tracking our every move, which is how he knew exactly where we were February 6th.
What?
So the
Yo, and then she said, what I'm going off of. So what you feel is the end all be all, apparently. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And she's allowed. Wow.
Not once, not twice. Gonna be 3 or 4 times she didn't accuse him of bribery.
You see,
April the 21st.
You know-
You were there, right?
Uncle Tom. That's what they get dealing with them short chicks. See that? Them short crazy chicks. That's why I don't deal with no short woman. That's why I don't deal with it.
Yeah, my
Don't
wife's
do it.
tall for her size, so she's 5'9", so I'm good with
Yeah,
taller.
listen. I'm telling you, my wife's 6'1". You know what I mean? That way, if she get critical, like, Your Honor, she's half an inch taller than me. I'm a victim. No, I'm just-
She beats me. I'm beneath her. God dang it.
Yeah. Were you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you heard this judge say all this, right?
Yes. But I
Right.
knew that
You
it
had
was it was based on the judge. That mediator and private judge and Rashawn are friends. He pays the bill. And when I emailed to
Another
the night
time.
before that court, expressing that I believe that the judge just wanted to, or the mediator, it's his job to give Rashawn his way, because he's the one that's footing the bill, and Rashawn is just actively trying to save face, because now the private court is how he can keep his history of abuse quiet. Once things came to public in Sacramento, that's when he began. Things were in the media, and the threats came harder, and he was upset. He is trying to keep things in the private specter, which only happens in California, New York, and Nevada, where you can even have a private mediator make changes to your stipulation. But that's what he's trying to do, because he wants to protect his brand. He wants to protect things like that. He doesn't want things to be able to be seen in the public specter of the court. But if there is allegations of abuse, it should not be covered up by any private court process. I'm never anything that I
I'm
have
just trying
done.
to get you back focused on what has happened in Georgia.
Yes. So what has happened in Georgia, and that's why I immediately contacted law enforcement here. If I was wrong, law enforcement, and I will comply. If I'm wrong right now, I will comply. All I'm doing is trying to protect RJ.
You're wrong,
So
bitch.
I understand. And on here, you're important, he's important, but this child is important. So, so Ms. Simpson, do you have some contact information for these folks out in LA? The child abduction.
I've not spoken with the child abduction unit in Los Angeles. I have contacted law enforcement here, and I've been in contact with his attorney in California. Not that it's important to the issues before us, but I've been looking for it. I do have a document that Ms. Holmes signed agreeing to Judge Lewis being appointed as the private judge in this matter. As I understand it from Mr. Holmes' counsel in California, that is permissible in California to have a private judge appointed to make decisions in your case. The certified court order from the Superior Court of Los Angeles County issued by Judge Lewis is a valid court order. But again, that doesn't have anything to do with this case and whether or not the violence that Ms. Holmes is alleging actually occurred in Georgia, which it didn't. And you've asked her several times, and she's not giving you a straight answer about anything that's happened in Georgia, that my client has come to Georgia to commit any kind of family violence. So,
tell
me
about that.
rest again on my motion to dismiss.
Your Honor, I just wanted to make sure that I made it clear that I am saying that when I have contacted the Los Angeles County.
Focus on me. What acts of violence has he committed here?
The harassment the threats, the stalking of having a tracking device in our son's bag. And even as now, this is our safe place. This is our home. When the so the acts of violence that took place here, the moment that RJ was hit, RJ came here with a bloody knot on his head. And here his father is actively threatening, even with this mediator trying to, but actively even texting me, him and his family are saying things, threatening and harassing me online. And not to mention his fans, who he insulted me on his Twitter and has his fans attacking me daily, sending me death threats, calling me a gold digger. He is him and his family are actively saying, "I'm gonna get you." Insulting me, calling, "I'm gonna get you. You have to deal with us." That's what his family is saying, that I'm gonna get you. You have to.
What
deal with
has
us.
he
And this is
done?
I expressed these things, and for the thing of forum shopping, I told the
No,
facts
she
this.
didn't.
I
Stay on
told the
fucking
police this.
topic.
I even told the police the orders that were made by the mediator on the fiduciary standpoint. They said that I have.
Okay, when has he been here? How many times has he been here besides?
He comes here often throughout the year. He used to have a property out here, and he comes here at least 4 to 6 times a year. He has a W-2. He has a Georgia W-2.
He has the 1099.
Okay, so
But that has nothing to do with family violence.
He probably plays here, whatever. So, but what when he's been here, like, what has happened here is what I'm trying to.
Most of the things that have happened here have been electronic, with the, like I said, the stalking, the harassment, the harassment and the stalking happened physically, because he physically placed an item in our son's bag in order to track us. Then the harassment.
When was that allegedly done?
That was in February.
Okay, so it's February of this year.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, gotcha. So let's back. So have you been to court in Los Angeles, Sacramento, wherever, California, on that issue?
On that issue, no, only about the violence to my son's head.
So you never brought up the tracker?
Well, I mean, I brought it up, but that was in addition to, like, I definitely brought it up, but that was in addition to, I want to make sure that I'm being completely truthful. I brought it up, but that wasn't the reason, like saying, oh, because I had bigger things to worry about, which is the violence. So I definitely brought up that we were being tracked, and as well as my previous lawyer brought up that that is stalking and harassment, that he put a iPad in order with the Find My iPhone on it so that he can know exactly our every move. And then the threats, I have the text message, the threat text messages, as well as his mother tweeting and said, "You're gonna deal with me."
But that's his mother.
Submit it to the court,
Just need to
woman.
know about him.
Again, what has he physically done in Georgia? Is the only question that she wants her to fucking answer. That's it.
Oh, him. Well, I've received text on the day that I served him. I received a text saying, "Just wait." Threatening text. I have that, and I submitted that as well. And that's what I have. I've sent those things as well. And when the DFACS worker did come and speak to RJ alone for 30 minutes.
DFACS where? DFACS where?
Not DFACS. I'm sorry. Here, Georgia.
Okay. So okay, got you right there. Okay. So, what's your court date on that?
Oh, it's an investigation. See
what you try to do?
No, I get it. I did, because I sit down in juvenile court. So here, let me show you how juvenile court works. Okay. Somebody makes a complaint. DFACS goes out and investigates. And then if it rises to the level of need to be looked at, you get a court date. So that's what I'm curious. What's your court date?
I'm not aware of my court date, Your Honor. I just
when did you make the report with DFACS?
That was Thursday. I want to say the 19th or the 18th, the 19th. And of April, and this I also provided this in our evidence. The safety plan that was made by my caseworker was made on the 20.
All right. So
Hey,
I gotta focus you back on
here's what's
what is happening.
Yes, sir.
Mama said it in the chat, right? She said why was she awarded visitation? Right? Why was her seeing the child
Just visitation.
just
I don't know. It didn't say.
but supervise
Yeah.
visitation? It wasn't just like, oh, you get to have a child. It was like people have to, like, the state needs to supervise you.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we ignoring that? Not we, but I'm just saying, why is that being ignored?
Shit, your guess is good as mine, brother. It makes no fucking sense, bro. But yeah, this bitch got away with murder. Damn near.
Physically here in Georgia, here, because you said he did this in February, so that would have meant you would have been back in California. So what's happened here?
The threats, the stalking, and the harassment, the tracking device, and the threats on my life.
But he's called you on the phone. But he's called you on the phone, or somebody's tweeted or snapped or whatever they did. They've done that, okay? But I want to know what. Tell me what you have to turn. This is a court order. This is what and what Ms. Simpson said is that you're forum shopping coming here because you don't like the court order that Judge Lewis did April the 22nd.
If you call, I've already put in a motion to dissolve that stipulation. If you call the Superior Court family, if you call the family court right now, they will tell you they know nothing about these orders. I promise you. If you call the family court, not Judge Lewis, not signature resolutions that Judge Lewis looks for, they will tell you that it doesn't even look like we have gone to court since 2019, because that's the last time we went to public court in the actual family court realm. And when I called,
Ms. Simpson said she submitted a certified copy to the clerk's office. So certified copies are when orders have been filed, they go to the clerk's office. And she paid money. He went by there, had somebody go by. Somebody went by, got it, got a little stamp, a little seal, sent it to her. So she filed a certified copy here. So that means these are filed in there in Los Angeles. So somebody's not being completely honest with you or not looking deep enough. So see, it says at the top of it where it says electronically filed by Superior Court of California, Los Angeles, 4/22 at 2:17 p.m. Sherry R. Carter, Executive Officer Clerk by S. Baraha, Deputy Clerk. So it's like here, when Miss Free files something, it gets that same exact thing on there electronically. So these records are in
Mama. Where is your motherfucking evidence?
Out there in Superior Court in Los Angeles. So
yes, and when
I'm still kind of trying to focus you back here because I still want to waste anybody's time. And since you don't have a lawyer, I'm really trying to give you a lot of leeway. I know Miss Simpson's getting frustrated with me, but she understands. So I just want to know what he's done here.
Yes, ma'am.
Because since April the 22nd, a judge, paid for judge, retired judge, brand new judge, whatever judge, because they do, I know they do, because they got all these, out there, they do this, private thing and people agree to it. So, and here we kind of call it like arbitration and things like that. So we'll do some things like that here, or judicially hosted settlement conferences. But what I'm wondering here is April 22nd, you were there, or April 21st, this order was issued on the 22nd. So why did you come back to Georgia and bring the child here?
I was already there. I was already here. I contacted all law enforcement. I was already here, and it was okay for me to come here. In our police report, I told the police that we were coming here, and I filled out a safe at home and a good form notification because we were in a domestic violence shelter.
Okay, so you
did all that to try to get your fucking way, bitch. Stop
a couple
playing.
Different counties there.
No, not the same things. The harassment text messages, these are new. I would never
they are
just keep
divorced.
doing the same thing. I'm just trying to let you know the history of violence. But these exact things that I'm arguing with you have not been argued
The thing that
in
set her off was
Sacramento, as far as the
awarded
harassing
full custody.
and the threatening, because he just wants to be able to control and have me be in a place where he's not even going to be because he's about to get traded. But you want us to be able to travel around with a child that has ADHD and that
And he didn't get traded. He still plays for Sacramento Kings.
But what does him being traded have to do with any of this?
Nothing. She's losing, and she can feel the walls closing in, just like they say on Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, look, Donald Trump wall's been closing in for 10 years now. Smoking gun. We got the smoking gun.
Bombshell.
Yeah, the 30th one. We got it. Finally, guys. Number 30. We got it.
Shit. I mean, it's pretty much going downhill from here. Then they're gonna bring the kid in. It's gonna be bad off.
And when the DFCS worker
Wait, they're gonna bring
spoke
the
to
kid
RJ
in?
alone, she put a plan in place saying that there is present.
Objection. I'm going to object to hearsay as to what the defects worker said or put in a safety plan.
I've provided the safety plan for you all as well.
I still object to hearsay.
Yo, why doesn't she have the lawyer? She could
I
spend
got a feeling the
money.
defects worker hasn't reached
she's
out to Ms.
stupid.
Simpson or to Mr. Holmes.
She has reached out to Mr. Holmes, and Mr. Holmes has not.
We don't know that because she's not here.
Oh, okay. I was just letting you know. She did tell me that she
Objection to what she said.
So if we could get you back on, is there anything
See,
specific
Uncle Tom, let me tell
he
you.
has done here? Did he come here and sit outside of your?
Let me tell you what. He went with the woman that was with him. He grew up with in the neighborhood. He was with him. And he didn't do what the smart ones do. You know what the smart ones do?
Dump him and find a white girl. You heard what she said.
And now he's here.
Yep.
Now he's here. You see, but listen, okay. He was supposed to be like, listen, it's fun, but you gotta go. I gotta give me a white girl. But
and then what Kanye West said?
And when you get on, but here's the thing. The difference is, right? So when you look at LeBron's son and all of them, they're almost sure to marry a white girl. Here's why. They're
Rashawn Holmes. Yeah. It's on the thing.
Exactly, Mayo. That's exactly what it is, too.
Is he with a white girl now? Probably is.
Yeah, probably is, definitely. But
house. Did he come here?
Go ahead.
But that's the thing, right? Remember the photo of LeBron's son and them, and they were all with white girls?
Mm-hmm.
And here's the funny part. Here's the part that nobody thinks about. These people live in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
They've went to school and grown up their entire life around white women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's who you're gonna deal with. People that you've grown up and dealt and been around your entire life. Like I went to school with, I went to school with this girl, or this girl's been my next door neighbor for the last 10 years. Like,
fucking insane, bro.
Here and follow you around? Did he come here and stand in your front yard and scream at you? Did he come here trying to track you down?
Yes. Well, not physically. He just I'm just gonna tell you the truth, and that's the truth.
Yeah.
And so the truth is that he has threatened my life via text message, and that he has threatened to take RJ and have me never see RJ again. And he has tracked us and stalked us here. And that's what I have for here in Georgia. And
how old is RJ?
6 years old, and he has ADHD and on the autism spectrum.
Okay, so where is he at right now?
He's with me.
Okay. Well, I mean, can you, if I put this in a breakout room, can you put him on the camera?
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. So I can talk to him, Miss Simpson. You have any objections with me talking to him?
Nope.
Miss Simpson?
I don't.
Okay.
Yo, what's wild is this chick was on the way to the top and she fucked it up.
Yep.
She had her chance to.
I'm getting him right now.
Okay, and then when you hand him the phone, I want you to, leave the room because I'm going to put him in a breakout room and I'm going to talk to him all by myself.
Sounds good. I'll do that right now.
She got blunt smoke tattoos down her arm.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to be there as well, Your Honor?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can stay. You can stay here. I'm just going to chat with him and see.
1 moment. RJ, honey.
And so now RJ is going to say that his father's been abusing him. He has to say that because the level of abuse that she's been saying has incurred. He has to say that.
RJ, honey, come here, baby. Come here, please.
Bitch, you ain't that nice way. You ain't saying things. Yo, I'm about to go off. This is pissing me off.
I told you, motherfucker.
Come on, some RJ, honey, can you come here, please? You're a fucking liar. I've seen women like her, how they deal with their children. No, you better.
Madam Court reporter, we'll go off the record for a second. I will.
Hi, friend.
Big boy.
Are you gonna let him hold the phone for me?
Look at that man. Look at that man. Just to see it.
I'm gonna put us
big boy?
I'll put us in the breakout room.
No, please sit down. Here.
Look at that man.
RJ.
His kid.
RJ, be cool. Tell him, Dad. Tell him to be cool. Talk with me for a second.
Honey, please come and sit down and talk.
Yeah, because he don't want to be a part of your bullshit.
Please.
He got so big on me.
He ran away because he doesn't like to talk on the phone to his dad. You see me chasing him.
Okay.
RJ, please.
He don't want to be a part of your.
I'll put us in the breakout room so he won't be
Yeah,
able to see.
because he's
Yo,
like
you get triggered.
I told you shit gets stupid. And this is what pissed me off when I first seen it. Now, this is my third time watching this shit.
Jeez. I'm getting triggered.
It doesn't get any better from here. So, I mean, he has a dude said, hey, well, pretty much, shit, it ain't too much. It ain't that worse. It's just the point that the way this bitch is talk. This bitch is trash.
It's a little thing to join the breakout room.
Smoking
Mr. Holmes.
tattoo down the arm. Look at him. Look, yo, I'm getting super triggered.
Yeah. He took off he took off the rest of this year before it even stopped. No. He doesn't really have injury. He took it off for personal reasons. Mm-hmm. Oh, I know she did, because that's what women do. The first thing most women do that go through these custody battles is turn the child against the father.
She should come back in here.
Well, the disgruntled women, let's put it that way.
I showed him some magic. There he is. I showed him some magic.
There you go. There's mommy's friend. You can talk to her, and I'll give you a peppermint.
Okay. We outside of the breakout room, though. You wanted to see my magic again, RJ? You ready?
I get you a peppermint.
All right, I got it. I'm gonna be showing everybody my magic, though. Okay. Well, this is like the Wizard of Oz. I'm pulling back the curtain. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. What's this? Boom. Oh, let's see. There we go. That was magic, right, RJ?
Yeah.
All right. You gonna learn how to do that?
Yeah.
All right. I want to see when you do it. And your grandma is my superhero too, and I bet you grandma bought you that shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grandmas are great, aren't they?
Yeah.
All right. You can put your mom back on here.
Okay, kilo. You all set? Yeah. You just say thank you. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, RJ.
Can I go play now? You can go play now.
Go play. Yeah! Can I go with you, RJ?
You're
Can I go
welcome.
with you to play? That's what I'm asking.
How about kilo? Are you sure? Because are you sure that because once he gets back in that yard, it's gonna be hard to wrangle him back in.
I'm good. We'll go.
Okay.
We'll go back on the record, Miss Wilby. So here's what I want you to do, Miss Holmes. I'm trying to get in touch with California.
Mommy, I watched iPad last night. I'm so sorry. It's okay. Please don't watch iPad at night again. It's okay. Mommy's gonna talk to her friend now.
Wait,
But,
hold on.
turn.
Kid, he watched something and
He watched his iPad last night. He's so sorry. Why would that even come up?
why would that even come up?
Yeah, someone taught him that shit.
But no, but
Well, what I mean by force him to say that shit is what I'm saying. Because he went outside, he came back in and said, "I'm sorry, I watched the iPad last night. I'm sorry."
nah, but I think
That's
but
being trained, bro.
no, but I think that says something more. I think that she's abusing, you know what? I think that
There's a reason why she has supervised visitation.
yes, she's mistreating the kid for dealing with the iPad that the father brought. Now, what man would sit here crying in court, just looking at his son on the screen if he's knocking the kid's head off? Come on.
No, that doesn't make sense. That's what I said. It doesn't make any fucking sense, and the shit is ridiculous. So,
How about kilo?
there's more. There's a little bit more left.
You can talk to Prentice. Okay, go ahead and play with it. Come on, kilo. Sorry, I'm going to the other room now.
That's okay.
Tiana, is there any way I can talk to him? I just ain't.
Oh yeah, you can talk to him. RJ, you want to talk to your dad? No.
The way she said that
You
shit.
want to talk to daddy? No. Why not? No, here you go.
No.
You wanna talk to him?
We won't do this.
RJ.
We gonna do this. We gonna let him. All right. I put you on mute, Miss Holmes. Okay, so you need a second, Mr. Holmes?
God damn it.
Mr. Holmes, you can turn off your camera and take a second if you'd like.
God, look at her. She's smiling.
Ms. Simpson, you need to get in touch
This
with
is the nightmare for that
I
little
was
big
able to
thing
contact
you're talking about.
the attorney in California.
Did you hear that? You watch this whole video today?
Yo, no. I started watching from when you said it.
Oh my goodness,
But
that man.
chat, I was like, yo, this guy. Well, this is the nightmare whore that follows the white women. This is it right here. This is the nightmare whore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm triggered.
Emailing him now. She said that she thinks his staff doesn't get in until 8 a.m. out there, and it's 7:48 right now. So,
I think we're gonna. You know what I'm gonna
How
do?
about then we take like a 10-minute break, okay? Give me put you and your client in a breakout room.
What I'm gonna
Sure.
try and do, right? I'm gonna try to simulcast on Rumble and on YouTube with Lil Big Nate. So I don't have to motherfucking. Well, actually, I don't know, man. Either I make it, I make it private or something, because this is crazy. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
You probably have to put on private and do all your edits and then do another premiere. Remember, you do the premiere stuff. So I would like stream live on Rumble and all of that. but then do it as a premiere here on YouTube because you're not going to be able to do it live on YouTube with Little Big Nate.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's for damn sure. Yeah,
But also, so it's funny because also, like, you want the raw and uncut of Little Big Nate because he was funny as hell to me. Like when I caught, I was dying.
Yeah.
And so I think you'd have to do the premiere here after you edit and cut and do all of that. You'd have to do the premiere to put it on YouTube.
Oh yeah, but we'll because he said the F-bomb a lot.
Yeah.
Yo. And it's pretty much it right there. Anyway, because there's nothing that they can do because she would have to come up. She would have to because they don't have jurisdiction, so she sent it back to motherfucking California. She ordered him to come down there to Georgia. He did that. That's pretty much it that we know. But for what actually happened to him right after this, he does retain full custody right now, which is good, which is outstanding. He has a lawsuit versus the other two. Well, he has a lawsuit against her, the Sacramento Bee, and the owner of the Sacramento Bee for defamation of character, amongst other things. And he hired Camille from the Johnny Depp case to take that on, but he does retain right now full custody of the child. And he says the boy's been thriving and healthy since the lawsuits, and he tries to facilitate contact with his mother, with the mother of his child, and she doesn't want. She's only had 2 contacts with him. Well, she only reached out twice to see her son, to talk to her son, which was on his birthday and on Mother's Day. Every time else, she ignored the child. Even on Christmas, she ignored him.
Of course.
So
that was
the update.
Yo, that's not surprising. That sounds accurate.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Like,
yes, he actually does have actual custody and possession of RJ. So
yeah, this child is gonna grow up in a lap of luxury, going to have the child seems a little autistic, but he's going to have the best of teachers, the best of people helping him. Why would you leave the child to this nightmare whore to go back to the projects? I mean, it's unheard of. Let her go alone.
Oh, she had to pay all fucking court attorney's fees and everything.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. All she had to do was open her mouth. You know what? Let me stop.
You pretty much right. You ain't gotta go any further.
She had it so easy. Then she fucked it up. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fucked it up, didn't you, bitch?
Fucked it up, bro. Like,
yo, hey, we about to get out of here. It's 2:13. I know I gotta get up and go to work. I know you gotta get up and go to work. Thank you all for coming out to this channel. I know that everyone don't know about it, but I mean it is what it is. I can't even stream until next Saturday. So it is what it is. We're gonna keep it moving until then. I'm close to having this channel monetized. I'm very close. I think I'm at 3,000 watch time hours, so I should be pretty soon be monetized on this one too.
So LA going live tomorrow, right?
Yeah, LA's going live tomorrow.
Make sure all the regulars that come to LA, make sure that you put this link in the chat so they know where you are.
Oh yeah, we plan on it. We plan on fucking with it. Yeah, that's why I actually had LA's channel on here and Black's channel on here. But I can actually remove Black's channel now. I don't know if he wants it on this channel.
Yo, I haven't been triggered like this in a while. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like this was a bit triggering.
I mean, this is actually something most people can relate to, seeing how the fucked up women are in certain ways.
Yeah, like that man. As soon as he heard his son was coming, he perked up and started looking at the camera.
Oh yeah.
And like, look, I've seen a lot of monsters. Monsters that don't care about their children don't do that. Like he would have just sat back and been like, "Yeah, fuck this little kid." Like that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. I was a little triggered. Anyway, Uncle Tom, thanks for having me.
No, thanks for coming up. I was gonna be up here talking by myself, but hey, I know you didn't see the rest of this. That's why I was like, well, let me go ahead and play it. I know where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah. This triggered me the first 3 times I watched it.
The first 3 times.
Yo, I'm
Hey,
literally
let's go
desensitized.
find her. Let's go find that bitch's Instagram.
No, she has Instagram.
That's what I said. I'm gonna go find it.
Okay. It's Alexis Holmes, spelled with 2 L's.
I know. I already looked at it. I already
Okay.
looked it up.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I was triggered, bro. Big trigger.
But yeah, man, we're gonna get up out of here. I will see you guys tomorrow. LA is streaming tomorrow at 10:05, I think. In the morning. Please go up there and subscribe if you haven't. Yeah. We're gonna keep it.
All right.
Okay.
Good
Hold on,
night.
she want. All right, bro.
All right.
Come on, hurry up, type woman. I can't stand your dogs. You hear them barking? No, you're good.
There you go. There's the links in case somebody doesn't have them. I posted a ton of shorts and videos tonight. If you guys can hear me, go over there. Just go to my page, hit the button on the top that says shorts, and just scroll down, hit like, leave a comment, leave a smiley face, whatever, and the videos. The videos are cool. You'll like them. It's what everybody's asking me for. Good night. Yeah, no, Locksmith, that is my spoiled kind of not so swift dog that he's just pissed because we're not doing what he wants, which is going in the house. That's all. So that's it. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us on the backup channel. Make sure you watch for this for the next week.
Till next Saturday.
Yeah. Well, Sunday, really.
Well, it's next Sunday actually. So. All right, you guys have a good night. You have a good night. We'll see you again on something tomorrow. Peace out.